It's all right. It's all right, brother. They just need to hear me. They know who it is. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And we the real Hebrew Israelites who come in week out to prophesy the downfall, destruction of America. First and foremost, we let to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, which is to give all praise to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. Again, the proper name of the Heavenly Father is Yahawah, which means He is or He exists. By His end, HAQADASH, His name. YAHAWASHI is He saves and He delivers. Rawchaa spirit, HAQADASH is holy. All right, giving double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone who rule well, the true leaders of all Israel on earth, whether you can receive it or not. Much love, salutations to the Archon, pushing this word of sincerity and the truth, man. That's right. And we're back out here another week. You know, the brother got an article he want to kick it off with. Let's get straight into it.
Hey, this is an article from FoxNews.com. And this is published June 26th, about like 2 weeks ago. It says North Korea held a rally with promise to annihilate the U.S. It says the rallies fell on the 73rd anniversary start of the Korean War.
That sound like you, man. That sound like prophecy. All right, the scripture says you're gonna hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right. If you got this small country, turn this around, by the way. All right, if you got this small country that's promising to annihilate the U.S., that's prophecy, man. Right. Because it's written in the scriptures. Jeremiah 50, 51, 2 Peter 3, Malachi 4, Matthew 24, Revelation 18. You name it. Isaiah. Okay, Joel. Brothers about to get into it, man. All right, these scriptures. I mean, these countries is gauging war. All right, they're about to wage war against this place, man.
Right.
Let's go.
It says the North Korea held mass rallies across the nation Saturday, which marks the day of struggle against U.S. imperialism. And you look up imperialism, it says imperialism is the practice, theory, or attitude of maintaining or extending power over foreign nations.
That sounds like hegemony.
Yep.
That's right. That's what they saying. Hey, and the scriptures going to how the scriptures say
don't worry about that.
The power was given to him and set their own to take peace from the earth. See, this devil, he's literally, he's our #1 enemy, but he's the enemy of the world, man. Right. He's these other nation enemies too, and now they're realizing it, man.
And one of the definitions of imperialism, it says a creation of an unequal relationship. That's exactly what it is with America and these different nations. It's unequal, man. Okay, America's doing all the benefit and the reaping. Okay, but other nations, man, they getting effed over in these situations. Right. That's why these other nations, that's why they're going to band together, get rid of the U.S. dollar, man. Right. All right, to get rid of the U.S. hegemony over them.
That's it. I went into that word hegemony in the Etymology dictionary. It says preponderance, dominance, leadership. Originally of predominance of one city, state, or another in Greek history, man. All right. So that's essentially what America is. They're the world leader. Go ahead.
I was about to say this. It's like an unequal relationship, like the brother was going into the word imperialism. For example, so Esau, he'll have a contract to where he mining in these different locations and gathering these different resources, like lithium ion, one of the main components that you're using for these. You're right. Like the brother one said, the batteries dealing with these electric vehicles, and then here it is. They want to transition over to the electric vehicle. It's just that's spiritual, bro. That's what they want to do. Just like they show you in the movie Demolition Man, they had that bitch was an electric vehicle. You hear me? But go ahead. But that's the unequal aspect of the relationship between the two nations. Like ain't nobody over here digging up for you think America? The scripture called this place is the ghost for Ophir. That's what the Heavenly Father referred to this place as. So this place has massive, so many resources, right? You know, but you got these other countries, they ain't over here drilling and mining gold and diamonds and shit like that with a diamond mine or a gold mine. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to add quote of scripture. This brother bring out all the time. It said, continue or they gather together for war to take the spoil.
It said it had an extensive list of government leaders, and they're supposed to denounce the U.S. as imperial beasts. It said it had over.
Because the scripture said that it's looking for south of this fellows. See, that's what's associated with this place, America, is pride. You know? So they look down on everybody else. Even if you're in business with them, they're looking down on you niggas. They don't care if you're in business with them. They got the mindset that, well, I'm better than you.
The spirit called them imperial beasts because they put that like that mockery on them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Esau does. He considers everybody else what he call them third world countries and shit. Like you said, looking down upon them, man.
Shit countries.
All right. It says the gatherings in Pyongyang.
Right. How Donald Trump said China.
China virus.
China. You hear me? Go ahead.
It says
sarcastic when he made that type of remark when he using that name. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And they got a photo here, like the rally in the stadium. It said it had over 120,000 attendees. And when they're going into how they said they get the promise to annihilate the U.S., you see everybody with their hands up cheering, man. And that's a point Brothers had made before about when America get destroyed, the average everyday citizens, these other countries, they're going to rejoice, man.
Yeah.
They're going to be happy as hell. Because again, this is the place that's constantly oppressing everybody.
Hey, don't Ishmael oftentimes on live television burn the American flag and rejoice over it? You know, so that's just one example. Go ahead.
It says the imperialist U.S. is the destroyer of peace. It says another sign, picture read. So somebody in the crowd, they got a sign that said the U.S. imperialists destroy peace, man. And we all know what precept come to mind, Revelation. Revelation 6:4.
Also, like when you go into Daniel the 8th chapter, they talk about Antiochus Epiphanes the 4th. It said what through peace shall destroy many. Well, also the scripture said the way of peace they know not. See, that's where you Moabites, y'all made the drastic mistake of believing that the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom, according to the scriptures, he know the way of peace. You don't know that. He can't lead you to peace and prosperity, and that's what's that word in Daniel 11, where like one of them dudes did to say the name.
Epithets. Yeah, that's the word.
Divine epithet.
That's talking about.
Oh, that's the word. Divine epithet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I believe so. I was gonna make a point, but go ahead. What y'all got?
I have one back you up.
This is back in the brother. This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So the Lord set up Esau just to take peace from the earth, man. This is why everybody is uncomfortable in this society, man. Every day you wake up, you can just see how many things that if you change certain things, how this can easily be a peaceful place, man. But this devil, he makes sure it's unpeaceful, man. Hey, even from the smallest things like waking up and you gotta hear trains, fucking 24-hour stores, man, car.
Well, the whole thing about, this country going through a crisis as far as economically with people being homeless, getting evicted and stuff. People are saying, look, you should set up the stimulus package like the $1,400 check, but more like the other countries, they was doing higher, man, where they actually taking care of this civilians, paying the bills and all that. But the US said, no, we don't have the money for it, but we have money to get to Ukraine.
But they just spent $800 billion into their military, man, which is taxpayer dollars. If you can't pay your rent, you're supposed to be able to go to these devils and say, look, I can't pay my rent. That's what them taxpayer dollars is supposed to be for, man.
Right, because it's supposed to be like a trust fund, if you will, for example, because that's how the Israelites did it. Like you'll have money and stuff like that, and homes and stuff like that. That's where the Israelite come up, you need some help, pay this bill, do this, whatever, and then they'll go to the treasury and they'll give them the money.
Right. Me and the brother was mentioning that the brother YAHAWAH was talking about Heliodorus recently. He was going into, pretty much he was pretty much sent, all right, to try to go take the trust fund out the temple, and that's when the angels smote him, man. But it was set up for what? The orphans, for the fatherless, for, the widows of the nation of Israel, man, as a welfare system, man.
White man. Act 6 about the widows being neglected.
Yeah.
Administration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but that's a spit in trial spaces, though. Esau Edom can sit on these billions and billions of dollars. Crane, it's nothing here but a trial.
Yeah. That's the spirit that no, go ahead. But it's just funny though, stay on the initial topic, man. It's funny because 2/3 of our people is Israel, some of our people, they the ones that still in love with Esau. These other nations are waking up to like, hold on, this is our enemy too. Because they can see down the future. Like, okay, it's only for him to win and not us. Fuck that. But go ahead.
I got this in Joel 3. In Joel 3:9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
He said, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. You see, we've been sent, amongst the Gentiles, man. And that's the message that we're proclaiming. The scripture say, publish and conceal not. We out here in a chief place of concourse, letting you people know that the Heavenly Father is about to wage war against this place, Babylon the Great, man. All right, the end all be all of America is to be utterly destroyed, man, by fire.
Right. It says, verse 10, be your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
So they'll take the agriculture instruments and fashion them into instruments of war. You see what I'm saying? He said, let the weak say I'm strong, representing those smaller countries now having nuclear capabilities. I remember Trump was in office. He was trying to get the Kim Jong-un to essentially disarm, you know, and he wasn't with it, man.
Yeah, because they told him to shut down all his nuclear testing sites.
Right.
And when he said he did it and they thought they did it, they was going to invade him, but then they found out he was operating more. And that's what they did to Gaddafi. They did to Saddam Hussein. They tried to get him to pretty much cease fire, okay, so they can go in and take advantage.
Psalms 55 and 19.
Words are smoother than butter, man.
But war is
in his heart.
So you can't never trust this man. Never trust our enemy. Yeah. And it is, you got it real quick though, because this reminds me going into Ezekiel 38 chapter, because it talks about how, you know, Russia, Gog and Magog, they're gonna have all them conglomerate of nations coming with them, man. Ain't gonna just be Russia. All these other nations, that's why it's to talk about how Russia's gonna be a guard unto them, man. All right, because they're gonna join together into one force. They always say they really create their own like beast system in NATO for real. They come up against America, you know, it's allies, man. You got it.
Even Ezekiel the 32nd chapter talk about how the uncircumcised going down to the pit.
Yeah.
You know, all those heathen nations. This is Psalms chapter 96, verse 10. Say among the heathen that the Lord reigneth. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. You see, right now you got the heathen in rulership, man. Which Esau Edom, he has put these other chief heathen rulers into some type of power to where they have a certain type of say-so in how the world is governed, man, right? And they're ruling unrighteously. But see what the Lord is doing now, he's setting up a system where all of these nations are you know, basically assembling to come up against the big bully, America. Right. So now it's bringing down, when the big bully is being brought down, that's when YAHWAH is going to institute his kingdom, man.
That's right. This is back in Joel 3. Joel 3 and verse 11. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. All right, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. That goes perfectly with the brothers just said, man. How the fact the Lord is gathering all these nations to come up against America. And then in the midst of that, that's when the Lord Yahawashi, he gonna come, he gonna judge all of them, man. You know, they all gonna gather together over there in the valley of Yehoshaphat over there in the Middle East, man. All right. And then in the area of Saudi Arabia, etc., man. All right. And all these different nations, they're gonna be battling out in World War III. Much death, much bloodshed, bodies all over the place, man. All right, because you got to think about all the different like modern warfare, man. The different missiles, not even just thermonuclear missiles, but all the different missiles, cruise missiles, carpet bombs, all types of different shit, man. Okay,
this is Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 27. And they shall not lie with the mighty that are fallen of the uncircumcised, which are going down to hell with their weapons of war. And the hell meaning the grave, man. It says, and they have laid their swords under their heads, but their iniquities shall be upon their bones. Though it says, though they were the terror of the mighty in the land of the living. See, once upon a time, man, this was a once upon a time, America was looked at as a threat, man, to these other nations. So what did they do? They submitted when Esau came with his policies, his democracy, and his way of life. So they submitted unto him, man. Right. But now these other nations, they got the same shit Esau got, if not better, man. Yeah. So now they bucking up. And then on top of that, you got the enemies, you know, Russia, North Korea, you know, and so forth and so on. They starting to grow. The Lord has waxing them greater within their military might. Yeah. So now you got basically the nations that Esau had basically under his foot, all those little nations, now they starting to join with these big time nations, man.
Right. They're gonna perfectly in Ezekiel 38.
Right. This book of Ezekiel chapter 38, verse
start at 1.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
We all know Gog and Magog is talking about what? It's talking about Russia, man. Because they the main force. They number one on the list. How about Shimon Shotgun used to destroy America, man? All right, it said Meshach and Tubal is talking about them different nations in the car there that's going to join onto Russia, man. All right, because that's perfectly what the brother was talking about, how all the other nations, they going to come together, man. All right, like you said, because again, it's like you got, like, again, example of the bully. You got in school, you got one big bad bully. All right, he's bullying everybody, a bunch of little guys, they'll say individually, and they all come together like, look, we're going to join together, we're going to go jump this dude, man. So since we can't take him by ourselves, so we're going to go join together.
And even to the point that NATO and EU is going to join with Russia.
That's right. That's right. And they gonna see the opportunity, man. Cause they gonna be like, look, we be getting fucked over by being allies to America too. So fuck it, we gonna join with them. You got it.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 50, and I'm gonna start at verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because America is the hammer of the earth, man. So they go around beating people into subjection. If you don't follow their policies and their ways, they drop bombs on you, they drop missiles on you, they ultimately try to put you into captivity, man. It says, I have laid a snare for thee. A snare is a trap. And thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art bought, thou art bound, and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord YAHWASHI.
And another thing Esau do before he make his move on these other nations, he influenced the world with his propaganda so that he can have justification for doing the shit that he's about to do. Right. And then he points the finger at the other nations as they're the threat, as they're, but you got Esau Edom and his little minions. There's the one that infiltrating these other, these other nations. They already got their shit handled, situated, and in order within their own jurisdiction where they rule at. You got Esau Edom coming over there infiltrating and basically fucking up everything that they just set in order, man. Right. These other countries, man, these third world countries, they got more order within their jurisdiction. They got more order within their government. They got more order, all right, within their countries outside of America, because America pushes you to do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Right. And you get a reward for doing the things that's basically frowned upon.
The scriptures say that America has been that golden cup.
I got it right here. It's Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken up her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You got it right.
They've been influenced by America's philosophies. The image of the beast. They pushing out basically the old ideology of Rome. They pushing out the LMAO community agenda. They pushing out all things that are basically anti-YAHWASHI and promoting it as good.
That's right.
Yeah, let me finish this out. This is Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 28. It says, yea, thou shalt be broken in the midst of the uncircumcised. It's talking about the heathen. And shall lie with them that are slain with the sword. Which that sword, ultimately the sword is going to be those nuclear missiles, man. Right. It says, verse 29, there is Edom, her kings, and all her princes, which with their might are laid by them that were slain by the sword. They shall lie with the uncircumcised and with them that go down to the pit. Right. So Esau Edom is going to be like that pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be they're going to stand out from the rest of those other nations. When when the Lord brings Esau Edom down via these other nations through the other missiles that they got, they're going to be basically like the you know what I'm saying, the odd man out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Esau is going to stand out because look how you just boasted yourself, man. You didn't put yourself on this pedestal, right? And you didn't influence yourself on these other nations so much that you got these other nations really believing in you, man. These other nations is really believing in you, and they want you to back them up. So once they see that you're not doing that shit, they're gonna flee and run away from your ass, man. And you just gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? The nation, America is going to be lying there by themselves, man. They're gonna be forsaken by themselves.
This is Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 2. It says, son of man, set thy face against God and the land of Magog to the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God and chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
The Lord is against them still. The Lord is just using these different nations for an instrument of his sword, man. One of his armies, man, in World War III. All right, yeah, the Lord it ain't gonna end well for Russia and all the other nations who join together with Russia. Ain't gonna end good for them. They're gonna go into slavery right next to Esau, man. But nevertheless, they still gonna be used in World War III.
Because they fighting to be next in power.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they striving against Esau, because they want that same power that Esau Edom is flexing. But see, the Lord got him in a trick bag, man. The Lord is just using all these other nations to destroy each other. And whoever got the upper hand, Yahawashi gonna come back and finish their ass off, man.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine the vain thing?
Right, because they want to be, the main thing is that they're gonna reign, the next motherfucker up in power ship to reign over the earth forever. That's the main thing. And that's what they're raging over, man. It's power over the whole earth. That's why the heathen rage and they imagine the vain thing. The scriptures say how, how Esau, Edom, they imagine how their houses shall continue forever. But that's not according to prophecy. So it's really vanity, man.
It says, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their foreskins.
Right, and that's
that reminds me of Psalms where it says that they only strive to cast him down from his excellency. You know what I'm saying? So all these nations gather together, you know what I'm saying, and under Esau Edom to do these type of things. You know what I mean?
So even when our earthly Lord King David had, what I'm saying, the Edomites in captivity, their desire was to what? Break loose. Their desire was to what? To reign and conquer, just like King David was reigning and conquering, but they wanted to do it in their own wicked way, man. You know what I'm saying? So they desired to be loosed from you know what I'm saying, that slavery basically, man, because that's what that was. They was in slavery. But they what did they do? They said they made counsel against the Lord and his anointing. And that's what these G summit meetings be all about. They make counsel and they go out in these far out of who knows what the fuck they be at. They don't even broadcast it no more. You know what I'm saying? And they make decisions, world decisions. All these heathens come about, all the chief elite heathens come about, make world decisions on how to keep the Israelites oppressed, and basically how to basically X out the Lord from everybody, man. How to X out the Lord from the world. That's what they're trying to X out anything with revolving religion, the Lord, or the scriptures, man.
Right.
Yeah, you want the 5th chapter, man.
All right, you what you said?
Nah, this is Ezekiel 38 and verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
The Lord putting that ancient spirit back on Russia, man.
Yeah.
All right, that the Soviet Union spirit, okay, the Cold War spirit. Okay, if you know about that history, man, when they was going up head against America, man. Okay, and there was major tension against America, man. You know, that's what the Lord said, well, put hooks in thy jaws. It's like an animal, man. You put hooks in, you controlling it, you steering it, man. Same thing with a horse or any other ancient animal, man. Animals used in warfare, elephants, you know. He said, well, all that army, man.
Right.
The Lord won't even do that with Ishmael. The Lord's gonna put that wild, you know what I'm saying, spirit on Ishmael to basically all those basically them Arab nations, they gonna come together, man. You said what?
I got a precept real quick. Back up your phone. This is Isaiah 13 and verse 4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains is like as of a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. You know, so that's what the brother's going into. Like, you know, the Lord is putting the hooks in the jaws of Russia to bring them back to that old USSR spirit. And now what is he doing? He's trying to take back his old lands. What is it? Ukraine, all the small nations, man. You know.
Yeah, and also I was saying thoughts like.
Yeah, you got this.
All right, verse 4 again. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will put and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So again, Russia getting ready for war, man. All right, we see that right now, man. He said all they bucklers, shields, armor. Basically, it's a metaphor, analogies for all the different military might, man. Okay, and he said tanks, air fighter jets, etc.
But also like we had the preacher that we got earlier, YAHAWASHI. You know what I mean? The Lord's judgment, the valley of the Lord's judgment. All these nations is gonna come together. And these heathen nations think that one of them is gonna get the victory, but ultimately YAHAWASHI is gonna have the victory, man.
Right.
And I got one. All right. Oh, verse 5. All right. Verse 5 it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all of his bands, the house of Targama of the north quarters, all his bands, and many people with thee.
So go ahead and name it all the allies of Russia, man.
Right.
All right, saying they said all their armies with them, man. So not only did it say Russia's army, okay, but all their allies, man. All right. Libya, Persia, Persia, some Iran, as well as some different Elamite nations, man.
What's that link over Isaiah 34?
Anybody got a couple dollars for them? I don't got my wallet on me right now. We got something for you. But all these other different nations, man, they gonna join with Russia, man. Come against America. So ain't gonna be just Russia, man. Like your brother said earlier, all them different little nations, like I said, Persia, Iran, all the different nations gonna come together against them, man. You got it. Yeah, precept.
Real quick, go straight to the point. This is Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
It's an assembly of great nations from the north country, man. So it's gonna be an assembly of nations, man. All the different nations, like I said, all the hatred they've been harboring against America over the years, they haven't been able to let out, man. Ain't been able to get their justice. Hey, best believe Ammon gonna be in there too. All right, you fucking drop atomic bombs and they still ain't got their get back for that, man.
Continuing on, it says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
It said the arrows, man. What are them arrows, man? The thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, that's gonna be the main tool, the end game of World War III. All right, that's gonna make this land completely desolate. That's the end game for America, man. This place ain't gonna be on the map no more. I always say, like, again, you can look in the land of Ham with the so-called Africa. The northern half, a lot of that is just fucking called the Sahara Desert. It's just nothing but sand. All right, desert creatures and shit like that ain't livable. You know what I'm saying? Unless you go create an artificial environment, but it ain't like a chief choice you want to live in. Well, that's the Lord gonna turn all of America into. It's just gonna be dust and sand, bro. All right, ain't gonna be no fresh vegetation like grass, like the Amazon rainforest. It's nothing but just grass, green, fertile. Okay, but America is gonna be fucking is sand, bro.
And I want to get that word assembly.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says assembly for an evil counsel or war or invasion. So pretty much this place is functioning. It says for evil counsel, war, or invasion. I was watching guys Southern Prepper earlier this week. All throughout the news this week, you have seen America is failing in the recruitment of military personnel, man. It says the mighty men of Babylon have borne the fight, man.
Yeah.
This place is easily accessible, man. These Edomites know it. That's why they're prepper and they're getting all these bullets. They know some shit about to pop off, man.
And they said about he said about the military. They're not getting sufficient people to join, and that's because they have feminized the men here, man. These men are feminine as hell, bro. These dudes weak, bro. You just go look at the average fucking men around here, man. The mindset that Esau even projects upon them, they ain't ready for war. Okay, and that's all the nations. Everybody who come over here, no matter if it's Jake, whether it's Esau, Elam, etc., they got that Babylon Zeus, that Western philosophy. So you got men walking down the street talking about they are feminists and shit, bro. Painting their film. I'm a feminist, women empowerment, all types of madness, bro. You think they ready to go to war and go kill and die for their country? Hell no, man. They're tight to be like what's that shit called? A pacifist. Like, I ain't no war. Like you can hold a gun to their ass. Like, no, I ain't gonna fight you back, brother.
Bro, it's weird. Like, it's weird what you're talking about, because it's like
like you said, they done drink that Babylon juice. So Americans, like, they live in comfort. They don't got that spirit of I'm ready to go to war, I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to gird up my loins. And it made me think about Vasil Lomachenko. You know, he's from Ukraine, which is in Russia. You know, he a boxer, a renowned boxer. He left the sport to go fight. Like, he literally dropped everything. When Ukraine went to war, he said, okay, I'm dropping these gloves and I'm going to pick up the gun to go fight. He put his life on the line. Like, he didn't matter about none. He didn't let you know, like, he still kept that same mindset even though he came over here to Babylon. I'm going over here to box, you know what I'm saying, knock out some Americans, but I ain't coming over here to maintain, get their mentality. You feel what I'm saying?
Adopt their ways of life.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, Isaiah 47, it talks about the virgin daughter of Babylon. See, these people in America, man, have came up with a effeminate upbringing, man. You know what I'm saying? So because why? Because America hasn't faced adversity. You know, so without adversity, they don't prepare themselves for things that could come. You know, you got that.
I think it was a person walking there. I looked at the word effeminate. It said soft to the touch. That's exactly what men are here, man. You got men talking about I'm getting cyberbullied. Like, nigga, you gonna get away from this fucking
Delete
the app, man. Delete your fucking account. Talking about I need a safe space online so I don't get bullied, man. Men here are weak as hell, man. It's all because of the mindset is pushed here. That soft, like you say, that soft to the touch. Okay, spirit that's here, man. Yeah, that's right.
It's that Sirach 10. As the king is, so is the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's bro, the spirit of that.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 13. Then said I, oh Lord Yahawah, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a short peace in this place. Because that's what you got. You got a lot of people saying that Jacob's trouble not gonna happen. Because what happens before a war takes place? You have atrocities within the inner city with the inhabitants of the land. It's always a famine that comes before the war take place. Pestilence take place. You know what I'm saying? A lockdown where you can't go. There's martial laws in place. You know, all the foods, all the stores get shut. Everything is basically locked the fuck down, man.
And when you go to war, you understand that stress on the economy, that stress on the average everyday citizen. Even in America, from World War II, what was happening? You had things like food rationing, man. You had things where women had to go to work and shit. Why? All the men was all over there in a different country fighting shit, man. Things get strained when you go to war. Ain't just this average everyday shit like you see today where everything is cool, I'm just going on my average. No, things change, things get severe. All right, stress of invasion. All right, it's fearful. All right, scary. Not only that, but the people whose family go over there, people's sons, husbands, brothers, they go over there. You're like, man, every day you worry. I don't know if you're gonna die over there. I don't know if you're gonna see him again. You try to write letters to him, he might not get a letter back. So shit gets real, man. It's not just sunshine and rainbows, man. Like the brother said earlier about this being the virgin daughter of Babylon. America's not used to that. Because even when they go over there, like they go over there starting shit. They go over there on their mission, taking shit from them. They ain't getting that real retaliation back. You know? They have an offense. Yeah, they have a defense. Oh, what's gonna happen to us? Is that right? And that's why the Lord gonna send foreign troops in this land. I remember Pastor said that in the comment section because someone asked them if they're gonna be troops here. He said, "Yeah, I see that, but eventually all the troops gonna be over there in the Middle East. But there's definitely gonna be troops on the ground, man. Because like the apostles always say, you gotta think like we talked about the troops always over there. What do they do over there? They go kill the civilians. They go up in your shit, rape your wife, kill your children, take all your goods. So they can't wait to come over here and do that to you. And specifically, you Edomites, man. Not even just that. Of course, Jacob will get caught up in it, but specifically, you Edomites. They gonna have their way with these Edomite women, man. When these foreign troops, Ishmael, he come over here, bro, he'll meet a hunt looking for Edomite women, boy. Yeah, look at his chops, man. Like, look, you did this to my aunt, my mom, or whatever. You understand that? That's why they be so committed to their cause. Ishmael, he a young lad, and he watched some troops come in and rape his mom and shit, man, kill his dad. So that's why he get all the way he do. He throw on that vest, he throw on that turban, he get that AK, man. So when he come over here, he gonna be in a whole different mindset. He ain't gonna spare you.
It's like they is brought up from children.
Bro, to the point, bro, they even walk around with the, like brother said, they strap up, they grab the AK, but they even strap bombs to themselves and walk around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll sacrifice themselves just to get you.
That's right. They about it, man. Just like you said, that they fighting for something. It's real. That's another reason I always go into it. why these American military, that's why they be coming back with PTSD. You think King David them had PTSD? Fuck no. You know why? Because they was fighting for Israel, man. They had a righteous cause. But see, when you an American, you realize, see, that they're proud to be an American, the few are proud Marines. Then what happens is, I'm sitting here talking about these Edomites. They go over there to other countries, and they find out they ain't the heroes they thought they was. They the villain, man. Like, damn, everybody hates me. I'm over here just oppressing people. I'm taking all their shit. They're living in poverty because of me. That's why they come back fucked up, man. They didn't watch they didn't watch they fucking teammates chain rape some woman over there. Like, man, I'm fucked up now. That's why they so traumatized. You got it.
Because it's like how the Edomites raised on this side in America, how the Edomites on this side, how they raise their children to hate Jake.
Yeah.
That's how these other nations raise their children to hate the white man.
That's right.
Because they understand what he really about, what he stand for, what he really on. That's really your enemy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my child, he by about 3 to 4 years younger than me. He said somebody that was on this pod got raped by somebody in the same
unit.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff gets sucked under the rug, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now because, and like you said about the propaganda, you know what I'm saying? Esau controls the media. This is why all this watered down stuff you see on Fox and CNN. When you watch the news and the overseas, they show the real stuff, man. They show what's actually happening. So that's why the whole world has a hatred for America, man.
Esau slashed our baby heads against stones.
That's right. Right.
It's Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 16. And the people to whom they prophesied shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. And see, that's the thing, man. Like we were just going into, before war actually take place, chaos happens within the city, which affects the people who lives within that city or within that region or country, man. All right, and you got people out here prophesying peace, 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 and now the people they're in the comfort state. They're asleep. You just rock their ass right back to sleep. They sung a lullaby to them, but whole time the Lord about to come with the, you know what I'm saying, with the famine destruction that we're prophesying about, man.
You know what I'm saying? Grab Isaiah, grab the one that he's called for, and brother grab Isaiah 13, starting 14.
And the thing is, the Lord is not a respectable person, so He's not going to spare. He's not going to spare young, old, women, or none of that shit, man. He said He's going to pour the wickedness upon them. So every wicked deed that our people, even these other heathens, they just casualties of war, but every wicked deed is going to be brought upon their head, man. Right. Through judgment.
Right. Give a round call for it first.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 2. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So when they shall say peace and safety, then some destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
That's why it's important to preach the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you like, once again, you got men out here talking about Jacob's trouble is not going to happen. Right. You got men out here talking about the MOTB is not the tiny technology. So now the people are not preparing for this shit, man. So now it's going to come upon them like a thief in the night. The day of the Lord is going to come upon everybody like a thief in the night. But these prophecies that we're reading, we're equating, we're measuring the times diligently. Now we have something to work with to where we could prepare, man.
If I could add real quick, Deuteronomy the 18th chapter said, don't fear the prophet when he says something and it don't come to pass. Going back to what he said about, they talk about peace and prosperity and safety, when it's the exact opposite coming to a captivity near you.
And like that movie Bushwick, man. Hey, it wasn't fucking the Edomite and his chick, bro. They walking down the street thinking all shit, everything all good, bro. It's out of fucking blue years war, bro. There's people getting shot, people who breaking the store. They doing, man, breaking the stores, killing the store owner and shit. There's pillaging like that. The society completely just break down, man. That's what you could talk about as a thief in the night, man. They wasn't expecting that, bro. I didn't expect that. The main one, I thought he was the main character. Motherfucker got killed in the first 5 minutes. I'm like, damn, bro.
Even the main character though, you would have thought that nigga would have survived through the whole movie. As much shit as happened that he survived through the whole movie. The nigga died from a gunshot wound.
Right.
I know, man.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 14. It says, "And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land."
Yeah, the chased roe, man. Right, like deer and shit. All right, in my life out here, but you step on a goddamn what a stick. Look, man, moving, bro. Okay, and that's how Esau's gonna be, especially all these American citizens, especially the Edomite. Like you say, he ain't gonna have no allies, bro. When all hell breaks loose, but ain't nobody gonna be trying to help the so-called white man. He gonna do it his fucking own, man. All right, that's right. That's what it says. Say every man shall flee to his own land and his own people. Whatever. See, when shape breaks down, people, you start to ally with yourself. All right, I'm looking. That shit past. Ain't no more we are the world shit. All right, no more. Even these so-called interracial American shit, but that shit gonna be still. Because all these Israelites who get with Edomites, man, they gonna get with their militia buddies, man. Why the fuck you got this bitch here with us, man? All right. Yeah, well,
This Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I would demand of thee and answer thou me. You gotta gird up your loins like a man. You can't get in that spirit of, man, what's gonna happen next? I'm worried about my life. What? You gotta be a man. You gotta be in a manly spirit. You can't be effeminate. What's to come? What you gonna do with his unit two running around with niggas in their head, but you gonna break down into a ball and cry in the corner? No, you gotta keep walking, you gotta keep pushing. Especially in what's to come.
That's why it's important to have that wisdom knowledge to keep you stable in the songs of God. You know, to the youth. The only people that have that are the ones that have the knowledge, wisdom, and strength of the scripture. All of the majority, 2/3 of all people, and of course, all the nation they flee through. They're gonna look at the weekend, they're gonna know what's coming next. You're gonna be just left out there for school.
Apostle Ramos did a lesson yesterday about and which shall hide itself. You know, and then he was going into Isaiah 33. You know, about the you know, people not going to have that understanding and the things that keep them sane, right? To be able to deal with this the mental aspect. You know, that like you had mentioned Bushwick. Now that dude, Batista, he was big as hell, man. That shit don't matter, man. Without the protection of YAHWASHI, you know.
Hey, that's the spirit, because me and a couple brothers was talking about it last night, because people got all these different outlets. You know what I'm saying? They got the weed. You know what I'm saying? You got the weed, you got the cigarettes, you got the alcohol, you got whatever it is that you lean on, that outlet. You know what I'm saying? You get those different things that you think comfort you. You know what I'm saying? But it says this wisdom and knowledge is the comforter. You know what I'm saying? The Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, it's the comforter. You know what I'm saying? The Heavenly Father is the one that, like, he grounds you, like the brother's saying. Like, without the protection of YAHWASHI, there ain't no comfort in nothing. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, yeah, you hear me? Like, when you look at brothers, I was telling brother before camp, like, when you realize, like, it's like, and all these different ways of the world, it stress you out, or it keep you vexed. But our real peace is what? When in the scriptures, the YAHWASHI and the body. You know what I'm saying? That's why brothers get the grinning. Brothers get the skin and the grinning and cheesing at each other when they get around each other. And it's like an instant vacation. It's like you forget everything that you're going through or you're dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? But the moment you walk back out into the world, it's like, God damn. You feel what I'm saying? It's over with. You feel what I'm saying? You back in your lot, dealing with whatever you got to deal with. But in that day, everything gonna be cut off, all the resources. You ain't gonna be, and that's what's gonna turn people up, because you ain't able to get your hands on the things you want or you yearn for. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that too, you ain't got this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, like Isaiah 33 and 6 say, they ain't gonna be stable at all. Ain't gonna be no stability out here.
Yeah, God. I got that Isaiah 33 and 6. And it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right. So your strength, right, is going to rely on the knowledge you have, and you applying that knowledge. That's the wisdom, and that's what's going to keep you stable. When you go in that word stability, it's going to ultimately go back to faith.
And then just to let me back, you got to also fear YAHWASHI, man. That's the Proverbs 1 and 7, where it talks about so like I had that Proverbs 1. Yeah, the wisdom. Yeah, so that's it right there. But continuing on, 7. Well, I finished off. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Behold, they're violent. Isaiah 33 and 7. Behold, their valiant ones shall cry without.
Right. So the valiant ones would be like your police officers, you know what I'm saying? Your troops,
You know what I'm saying? Those, your military might, those who's supposed to protect the city, right? Those are your valiant ones. But it says they're going to crowd without, man. These are people, the valiant ones is the ones that people look up for protection. So even these, they going to be without in the city, man. Why? Because they don't got that wisdom and knowledge, man. Only few going to have that wisdom and knowledge that's going to actually be sticking and moving, maneuvering through the atrocities that's going to be going on, man.
It says the ambassadors of peace shall weep bitterly.
So the messengers of peace gonna weep bitterly. Why? Because once again, you know what I'm saying, you've been preaching comfort, you've been preaching peace. So you've been setting on your leads. Now when all of this destruction, you weren't prepared, man. You wasn't prepared. So now you're gonna cry bitterly. And not only was you not prepared, but you was taking off guard, man. You know what I'm saying? You was basically taking off your rocker.
You know, the scriptures also say the prudent man perceiveth the evil, man. And they go and hide himself. How? Through the scriptures, man. Having this understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. It says, hey.
What happens at the end of that is, but the simple pass, on. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The stupid pass on. Pass on the understanding, man. You got it.
Right. Like, you know, the brothers that come, or not brothers, but niggas that come past, you know, pulling away the shoulder, not, you know, hearkening to the words of YAHWASHI outside. They basically just marking themselves. The brother was just saying that somebody came past, you know, rolling past, looking out their car. You know, a woman earlier said HALALYAM, but you know, they ain't acquiring of YAHWASHI, man. So you're going to be judged, man, because you're not doing the things that YAHWASHI is asking you to do, man.
I got one. This is what I'm just telling you. This is what I'm just telling you. I need this. Y'all my brothers. I need to tell y'all.
Oh, your peace, brother. The highways, my ways. The welfare man cease.
Right. So it said the highways lay waste, which means what? There's no longer going to be routes you can travel to get from point A to point B, man. Esau Edom going to use them highways to cut off cities and trap people in and keep people out, man. It says the wayfaring man
shall cease. It says
a wayfaring man is a man that travels. So there ain't gonna be no more traveling from here. It's gonna be too fucking dangerous, man. Even to you know what I'm saying? You might be somewhere and your family over here or food over here. You risking your life by traveling because of all of the calamity that's going on in the streets. Not only that, Esau got shit restricted, man. Esau got shit on 100% lockdown, man.
Right. Your vehicle not being able to go a certain amount of miles. You know what I mean? These electric cars, you know, all type of shit, man. You know, it's gonna be a set-in lockdown, but it's gonna be through gradualism. Right. But the amount of stupidity in these people, they not even gonna realize it until the set-in and the FEMA camps and everything is here, man.
So it's happening now. Like they're clearing out all these different Walmarts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They said up the camps now because the fall of America is happening so fast.
Right.
But they're hiding. Just like Brother May mentioned, in these other countries, they really show the real news and what's happening. Yeah. The state of the state of their country. Yeah. Like over there in France, or over there, like when the stuff happened what happened in Sri Lanka. But they hide that stuff from Americans, so America don't get spooked. So they don't get riled up. So they don't start preparing. So they keep you in the blind. That's why they say that's that peace and safety. Right. They making you feel comfortable. So you can't get ready. But why? But in your comfortability, they setting up the truth. They setting up these camps. Go ahead, bro. Nah, go ahead. Get in there, bro.
It's like in Exodus 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
And that's what's getting ready to happen, man. You know, peace and safety. You know, that's what it's looking like. Esau is shooting the maximum amount of folly in the earth on these streams. You know, just dosing up Jake with folly, man. You know, while all of this, you know, meanwhile you got all type of shit going on, man.
Yeah, say victuals should be good, cheap. Victuals is something. Esau Edom not doing that for the benefit of the people, man. The scripture said if he do anything good, he do it unwillingly. So why is he making? Why is that established? To keep the people in a docile state, man.
Just like they had the little submarine explode in the water. That was another little thing he thought through out there that, you know, keep people away from what's really happening.
Right.
Well, it's called control chaos. You know, they do these things, and they kind of make it seem the docile, you know, the two horns like a lamb, you know, they come all peaceable and stuff like that. But in actuality, they're doing all these secret councils behind the scenes. And then at the last, they make their things known, and then it's too late for the people to react.
That's right. That's when it's too late. Like, this is a madman. This man will literally stage events, man, and put the shit on the news, man. You know, and have these people just walking zombies, man. You know, but that's why the scripture tell you to watch, man. You know,
That's why it's called a trap. If you don't see it coming, if you see the trap, you feel?
Read it back to Isaiah 33 and 8. The highway is our way, the welfare of man ceaseth. He have broken the covenant. He have despised the city. He regardeth no man.
Well, because there's no knowledge of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI in the land, man. And ain't nobody taking heed to the prophets that's actually professing that knowledge. So what the Lord got to do? He got to break the city down, man. He got to make his prophets an example and break the city down, man. He got to, the words that we out here preaching, you think the Lord not going to back us up, man?
right,
These prophecies, we reading the word of the Lord. You think the Lord not going to back us up, everything we saying?
right. And like the brother had mentioned, the word of the Lord is not in the streets. Like, the Lord ain't in the midst of Esau's kingdom. Like the scripture say, the truth faileth. You know what I mean? You know, but the Lord you can't put the Lord in the box, man. The Lord is getting ready to explode, man. You know?
Like in Isaiah 46, he said, the Lord said he going to do all his pleasures, man. He going to make all this shit come to pass, whether you prepare or not, man.
Right.
It says 9. The earth mourneth and languisheth.
Right, and that's what we think of Isaiah 24. How the mirth of the city is gone, man. You know, ain't no more bread and circus no more.
It say Lebanon is ashamed. Lebanon is ashamed and hewn down.
Now, Lebanon is a city known for what? Its substance, right? It's known for its produce, right? And it's beautiful, it's bountiful, and its abundantness, right? It says it's hewn down. So that means that the cities that's beautiful, the cities that's known to have substance and things of that nature, they're going to be taken away.
Bring it down. Sarah is like a wilderness, and Bashan and Carmel take off their fruit.
Right. So all of these cities with substance, all of these cities that's looked at as beautiful, all right, and beneficial, the Lord is going to make it desolate, man. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
And just add to the. All right,
Real quick, this is Sirach 5 and 7. It says, make no tarry to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. And maybe thinking this speaks into something that the brother Kazak said, because you know, they promote this message of peace and prosperity, and ultimately they usher it in the end of So if you don't inquire what the prophets got to say, then you're not gonna really have no answers for what's coming next. You're gonna get blindsided by this shit. And that's just a taste, that's just a sample of what's coming, be it a missile, be it Jacob's trouble, you know, be it a tempest from the chariots. You're gonna be destroyed thinking that Babylon has something that can offer you salvation. You're gonna be destroyed trusting in your enemies, starting with Esau Edom. You know, pursuing the Psalms, the 83rd chapter, he is spear operations, fuck Jake. Real shit. All the nations are in confederacy. That mean they in on this. The demise of you as a people. The people on this sign right here.
Psalms 83. That one.
If you want to go on something else. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. It said the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. You know, and this is what everything is leading up to, man. Right? Because World War II was basically this you know, basically yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? A couple of decades ago. You know, but now what? The Lord is speeding up the days, and what? Knowledge has increased in these last days. So now everybody is going to be able to have the technology that Esau Edom has with via the nuclear missiles, And that's why you can't make no turns to turn to the Lord, man, because you're gonna get caught out here with your pants down, man. You know, Esau's skirt is being lifted now, and you don't want your skirt to be lifted, man. You want to be protected and have that whole covering, you know, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to escape these things.
That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the book of Revelation. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12, because like one of the brothers mentioned, Esau is hiding the fact of how fast he's going, man. You know, God damn.
You put it over there.
And Esau is hiding from the people, basically just how fast this shit is going, man. You know, it says Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You know, and Esau has a short time. It's going to say, it's going to talk about how, you know, Esau's time of rule is going to be met. You know, he's going to have a time limit. Yeah, bounds that he cannot pass. You know, until the Lord come back and take the crowns, man.
You just still holding Isaiah 13?
Yeah, I got it right here, yeah. Keep going in that.
Yeah.
Isaiah 13 and verse 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
That's all these Israelites, man. You join to this man, you join to this system, man. You have much faith and trust in him. You think Jake keep talking about I'm tired of hearing it. It's really annoying. They talk about generational wealth, bro. That shit, like Jay, you have nothing here. Like, here it is. Every Jake's mindset is I'm gonna be a self-made millionaire. Like, bro, you don't see a problem with that? Like, it shouldn't have to be that you have to make something out of nothing. You know?
They're chasing a bag that's gonna be programmed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But right, intentional. But that lets you know, because even Jake start, you pay attention to it. Jake started so much shit, or Jake started these like they want to be relative, or they adopted that Edomite mindset. You know what I'm saying? And really, you eating the crumbs now, and they done milk that, and they on to the next best thing.
Right,
you feel what I'm saying? It's over with. You know what I'm saying? You getting the shit end of it, literally. And now they think they eating, but that just show you how quick they're gonna be running to take it. Cause they're gonna be making a little money off of what they're doing. Yes. But that's what make it. Just to maintain that, they're gonna hurry up and run and take that tiny chip. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna run and go get it. Just to be able to still keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah. What about the rest of your people?
Yeah.
Every one rich Jake in an affluent area, there's a whole street of a bunch of Edomites living there. You know, you have LeBron James next to a bunch of random nobody who's rich. They got more money than him. You know.
Well, that's what that Luke 16.
Yeah.
What that he's from the rich man's thing.
That's right.
This is book of Luke chapter 16 and verse 19. There was a certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen.
And purple represents a color of royalty, right? You got it.
Purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day.
And that word sumptuous goes back to living luxuriously, man, living lavishly. This is what Esau Edom does. But what Jake wants to eat the crumbs from the master's table, man. You know, shucking and jiving for a couple of shekels, man. That's gonna get destroyed in nuclear fire, man. You got it, huh?
If I'm not mistaken, linen is what the priests were, right?
What?
It was linen, right?
Yeah, the linen. Yeah.
So this man had on beautiful purple oil and linen breeches. Jake want to wear Gucci and designer, man. You know, all this bullshit don't hold no value.
You got it.
Having more than one desire, man. The devil got every goddamn thing, man. Just be, you know, like to work at Amazon, going into these different Edomite little places where they own shit. And they was decked out. This was big as fuck, man. It took about a fucking minute just to walk to these damn Edomite doors, man. Like real talk, man.
Hey, but see, that's what happened during the pandemic, man. You know, they were taking the Beetlejuice for $15 an hour, man. You know what I'm saying? They willingly bowed themselves down, like the scripture say. They bowed to, you know what I'm saying? Because they're a homeborn slave, man.
They send you a letter in the mail to take the Beetlejuice to sell it.
You got it. Who was reading?
Come on. God. It says, Luke chapter 16 verse 19 again. There was a certain rich man, which was clothed in fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of stores.
And this is a parable, you know what I'm saying? The rich man represents Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, Lazarus represents the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes and Latino Native Americans, man. All right, that's what that you represent the poor man, the beggar. All right, we want to ask him for crumbs in Esau society. But it say he missed like LeBron James, all these different affluent Jakes. Like for Jake to get rich, you gonna know him. He gonna be a household name. He ain't gonna be just some nobody, man. All right, you got real money. But again, even so-called real money to an Israelite is crumbs to Esau. But you got so-called, hundreds of millions of dollars. You're gonna be a household name. But it says it's plenty of Edomites who got hundreds of millions of dollars. You walk past the street, you even know him, bro. You know.
Yep.
Verse 21 and verse 20. It says, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gates full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
That's Jake, man. Jake begging for crumbs, man. Jake over here, man. Remember we was teaching out there? It's like what 2 or 3 weeks ago. Jake come out doing a signed petition to raise the minimum wage, bro. Bro, that's what Jake's mindset's on. That's it. Jake was Jake's on, man. That was about begging for crumbs off Esau's table, man. Jake all on this push talking about Black Lives Matter, we equal and shit. You know, Jake is out of the first year said less than the bare minimum for real. You know.
If you just ask Jake what he want in this world, man, he gonna tell you a good ass job, man. But if he acquired what YAHWASHI was gonna give him, man, he'll be on this side, fight for us, man. But fight for YAHWASHI. You know what I'm saying? Fight for the damn crumb.
It says,
Yeah, hey,
the high value man. I'm a high value man. I make $100,000. Yes, to your woman and keep disrespecting you. All that high value man bullshit, and these bitches still call to your show disrespecting you, man. That's bullshit. We need a whole system for Israelite men for us, man. All right, the women and children fall into that, bro. We need a whole system that's ours. Our enemies fall down first, man. That brothers always say, Jake trying to build a kingdom within a kingdom, man. Talking about high value man, but this bitch is calling in disrespect. You get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, for nothing on false charges. And then release you 6 months later and talking about, hey, that's my bad. You're innocent. Yeah. Exactly, bro. Yeah.
It says, moreover, the dogs came. It says, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores.
That's all these other nations, man. They play what's called
right.
It's called middleman minority. All right, you're not the top, but you're in between. Okay, like I always say, yeah, that saying with the short end of the stick. But Esau, he got the big end of the stick. The other nation, they got the short end, and we don't got a stick. Right. We just watch them argue over this shit. Literally, bro, they literally are in our land. Okay, then Palestinians and the Amalek, they all argued over our land, bro. We literally watch them argue over the stick, man. All right, we don't have a say, so it's just it's the same. We don't have a dog in this fight. All right, that's really what it is, man. These other nations, whatever little bit Jake do got, they come in and take that. All right, and take our heritage, But even like the other nations, they come in, they make even more mockery of Jake. Regardless of the proverbs and bywords that Esau pointed us, the other nations, they come with more and shit. You go over there, they still fucking harass you over there. Like, especially in them countries where, like, there's really no Jakes over there. Like, just one, they look at you a horrible. They want to touch your hair and shit. Like, man, what the fuck? Yeah. You got it?
It says, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
The rich man also died and was buried.
And this is going to the translation of Kingdoms, man. 2 Kings 6 and 9. And Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Because Abraham, he's part of the chosen lineage as well, man. That's what HALALYAM side constantly says. Well, I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right, so going to Abraham's bosom, that represents Lazarus from the kingdom of heaven, man. Chilling. But said that the rich man also died and was buried, man. And he gonna wake up in hell, man. All right. He gonna wake up in hardcore captivity, man. Esau, even the so-called white man.
It says, and it came to pass, verse 23, and in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torment.
Ooh, they said in hell, man. one of my favorite scenes from that the Saw franchise. It's called. You can look it up. The Saw swinging axe scene. All right, that's one of my favorite one. That Edomite woke up. He woke up with the straps to that table and shit. He had a saw above him and shit. And what did Saw tell him? Okay, he had the little dog. He told him. He said, right now you're feeling helpless. It's the same feeling you bestowed onto others, but now it's up to you. He said, some call this karma, I call it justice, man. That's one of my favorite scenes ever, man. It was facts, man. All right, and then basically he got murked. He had to basically put his hands crushed. He still killed his dad. So he had to torture, man. That's what he saw. Don't wake up literally, man. Wake up, change, his neck's chained up, his feet chained up, hands chained up. Scary. We'll wake up in hell, man. That's what hell is. It's a terrible condition of living, man. Hardcore captivity. What our people went through, that's hell, man. Slavery for fucking generations, man. Your family's been broken up, working your ass off for nothing. All right? That's hell, man. All right?
Make his ass take out that three-piece suit and put on the chain.
That's right, man.
But like what they did in what they did to my man at 12 years a slave.
That's
got
right.
him drunk.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then he woke up in chains.
That's right.
Literally, you know what I'm saying? He went to sleep wealthy and having certain things, a family, all those things, only to wake up literally in hell.
That's right.
And that's why they said they're gonna say let the rocks fall upon us.
Yeah,
they're gonna know that they whole NWO didn't work, and they got a hell of a judgment to pay. Because even in Revelation 19 it says that YAHWASHI is coming to judge make war righteously.
Yeah,
Roughly paraphrasing, you know.
Esau is gonna be up to you, man. We talk about Jacob's trouble. Esau's trouble is coming, man. Everybody we're gonna be on you when they start white on rice, man. Like I know, okay, some brothers be talking about, hey, we're gonna sign Taskmaster, but I'm gonna be out in that field, bro. You hear me? Bro, because listen, we're gonna be immortal. Listen, bro, I'm gonna whip Esau till my arm give out, bro. You hear me? I wanna throw this bitch out the socket, bro. For real.
Hey, cause them days gonna be long. Them 1,000 years, every day. We're gonna waking up like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the Lord said, what? He said he's shortening the days.
Yep.
Literally, the Lord got power over time. He can make time slow down. Right? Slow down, move faster. All right, but the kingdom is gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow. It may be 24 hours. It's gonna feel like 40 hours, bro. You know?
Even now, because just a few decades ago, when certain brothers tested, time was moving a lot slower.
Yeah, way slower, bro.
That's in the scripture. The Lord showing days for life. Most of these things are moving so fast now. Lord, deal with the time.
Got it. Time. It says, and in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus and his father.
That's right. Like saying, okay, holding himself, having rejoicing, being married, drinking wine, all right, and rest. All right. We all know the scripture talk about what? This is not our rest. But the kingdom is gonna be a Lazarus rest, man, because again, Lazarus represents Israel, man. All right, Abraham, we all gonna be chilling. And we're gonna show you again. I was about to say a little bit later, going to show you this parable about Jacob and Esau, because Abraham is both Esau and Jacob's grandfather, man. All right, but only one was of the chosen lineage, man. So what is the rich man gonna say?
Right. It says, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me.
See, Father Abraham, because Abraham is Esau's grandfather, man. All right, but Esau is not of the chosen lineage.
Have mercy on me, and send Lazarus. And send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this pain.
So the nervous though, bro.
Yeah.
The nervous motherfucker, bro. After all the shit Esau did, bro. Okay, all the shit he did, all the merciless atrocities he's done, there's a kind non-stop oppression of our people. He got nerve to ask for some fucking mercy, bro. Talking about sending Lazarus to dip, like who was some? What do you say, Bobby? Should I bring it back?
It says, and it says, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame.
You gotta think about what he just said. He said it's the tip of his finger and some water in my tongue. They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna hydrate you. That basically saying, like, bro, hey, Abraham, bro. Hey, grandpa, get Lazarus let up on me just a little bit, man.
Right.
Give me some type of mercy, man. Yeah.
There's gonna be so much punishment that they just looking for the least amount of mercy, man.
That's right.
And that's what happened with Esau. He lifted up his voice and wept. You know, this cave beast done perpetuated all type of atrocities and wickedness all over the world. The Lord gave the earth in his hand. And now, when it's time for him to pay it back, now you want to call her up and start bitching, man. You know?
I got one for you, Brother Collins. This James chapter 5, verse 1, but I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, look here, you rich people, weak and groan with anguish, because all of your terrible troubles ahead of you. Your wealth is rotting away, and your fine clothes are moth-eaten rags. Your gold and silver have become worthless. The very wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire. This treasure you have accumulated will stand as evidence against you on the day of judgment.
Damn, it's saying evidence against you on the day of judgment, man. So everything is, like the Apostle Harlow says that everything outside of Petra Jordan, Esau that stole, bro. This nigga everywhere where it said where he's supposed to be at, bro. This nigga over here in the Western Hemisphere, this nigga in Canada, bro. Look, like, you can go to some random spot in Antarctica and Esau ass will be there by the fire. Like, what's up, buddy? Bro, this nigga's everywhere, bro. This nigga on some random island somewhere, man. And it's some Japhite somewhere on the island with a coconut. Esau will come take that coconut from him, man. That's Esau's spirit, bro. So everything he stole and gathered, that's gonna be a witness against him, man. All right, like look, all the Lord inquired, so I asked him, how did you get all this? You didn't get it by righteous means. What did Esau talk about? Put yourself up by your bootstraps.
Riches got by the sea.
Come on, man. That's beautiful. Riches got by the seas, man. So what? The kingdom be translated to another, man.
I got another one for you too.
Go ahead.
Just because, like,
Luke 16,
I got one for you because you're going into the rich man being Esau, and Lazarus being Jacob. You know what I'm saying? But it says right here, it says Hebrews 12 and 17. It says, "For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no." Con, I got you. Start at 1.
No, 16.
Okay, Con.
You know, get on the meat on the bone, you know.
Yeah. This Hebrews 12 and 15. It says, looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness spring up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Man, that's every certain type of devil we deal with, bro. This nigga sold his birthright, man. Which the Most High made him do that shit anyway, but it's just funny. Like, how it played out in the flesh, like, bro, you see that when you saw it. Definitely something you saw, man. Sell himself out for the short term instead of thinking about the long term, you know?
It says, for ye, verse 7, Hebrews 12 and 17. It says, for ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. And then to make you think about like the rich man in Lazarus. That's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He even acquired for his brother. Like, let me go tell them unless they come to this place. But it's already written, because like he said, that's what the prophet's for. If they ain't gonna listen to the prophets, then they ain't gonna listen to your ass.
Right.
Can I get this in the NLT? Verse 24 one time?
Go ahead.
This the book of Luke chapter 16 and verse 24 in the NLT. It says, the rich man shouted, Father Abraham, have some pity. Send Lazarus over here to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue. I am in anguish in these flames. You know,
let that repent.
But the scripture,
let me do it over. Go ahead.
I'm thinking about, I can't find it, but the scriptures talk about there is no greater punishment than the punishment of an enemy or something along that, man. Hey, man, we gonna be whipping Esau ass, man. You know, the scriptures say with a rod of iron, you know.
That's part of the reward, man. This is what we're waiting for. The reward of the promises about overcoming. The scripture says that that you have overcome the wicked one, man, in 1 John. You know, so this is what we're striving to do, and this is what 2/3 is doing the exact opposite of, man.
It said that here is the case of faith of the saints. So that's what the gospel is all about, man. You're in the kingdom of heaven, the adventures of our enemies, man. You know, like, we go back to.
I got a quick one. This is the book of James, 2, verse 13, because he was going in on Lazarus and the rich man, how he was asking for mercy, but he was shown none. It's the book of James, 2, verse 13, where he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoice against judgment.
Man gonna get like 200 years to the punishment. Like, no, Esau,
You've been a good boy. They say you're not early to be angry.
Ain't no parole,
Ain't
no
no
nothing.
parole, ain't no parole. I possibility. And like they give them what's that shit you get locked up the first time, and they give you like a no, not that.
First offender.
No. It's what is it? You can bail them out for 100,000. Yeah, bond. They give you like a bond. You ain't get no fucking bond. You don't get nothing, bro. You gonna serve this sentence, man.
All the other nations, yo, he bonding out like, yo, I got that bond. He's all gonna be
right. After 1,000 years, man, and the other nations, man, they're like, I'm punishment over.
Here we are.
We gotta round you up, man. We gotta round you up and burn you up, man. It's gonna be a barbecue. Other nations gonna be there too. They gonna see that shit, man. Like, damn, man, imagine how it's Edomite, bro. Man, and Israelites, man, they exterminated these motherfuckers, bro. There ain't gonna be nothing there if it's a pile of ash. We're gonna be using superpowers and shit. We're gonna burn these niggas all up, bro.
I got it's some more on this too. Luke chapter 16 verse 25 in the LT. It says, "But Abraham said unto him, Son, remember that during your lifetime you had everything you wanted."
Yeah, you see that, man. I know exactly what it's talking about, man. You go on shit like Zillow, and I challenge you, go on Zillow and shit, and go to any like California shit, and go just the filter for the most expensive houses, bro.
Right.
You can go look inside of the motherfuckers and everything, bro. And you saw it balling, bro. This nigga is living a whole different type of life. Like, I'm like, man, I didn't know so you exist. I'm like, bro, this nigga's houses, he can have like 3 different kitchens. I'm like, bro, that's how you know you blowing. Yeah, marble floor, that shit real too. That shit heavy as fuck. Like, he really get the niggas the construction crews come bring that shit in, bro. Nigga house 4 stories high. Bro, this nigga, it look like a fucking resort. I'm out looking at this one house. It look like a vacation spot, bro. But this is nigga backyard. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Maybe having yachts and
all types of shit, bro.
Compound.
Yeah, a little compound. Because you gotta think about it, like I always say, the luxury of this world is catered towards Edomites. When you think of luxury, you think of a suburban neighborhood. Who you think of? You think of the so-called white man. You think of him, his family, his 2 kids, and a dog, the golden retriever and shit. Then you got a whole fence,
And then
bro.
you go to a private shit area, who you think of?
Israelites, man, that's Lazarus, that's the beggar, man. You know.
I got a cousin, and he low level, but he got like hair salon inside his house. He got a bar inside his house. He got a movie theater inside his house, and he low level. You feel me? So nigga Esau, man, this nigga.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 21. And they shall build houses and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. Now remember in the curses of Deuteronomy 28, the curse was that we should basically build houses and not inhabit them, plant vineyards and basically not enjoy the fruit of it, right? But see, Isaiah, he's seen a prophecy of us having a kingdom where the Lord restored everything back unto us, man. So guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, y'all Edomites, y'all can live it up now. Y'all can have this little carnal bullshit. This ain't shit compared to what the Lord done in store for Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, verse 22, they shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. And see, we're going to make these heathens do all the building, man. We're going to make these heathens do all the planting. And we are going to enjoy the fruits of our labor, man. But we're going to have servants and slaves that's going to tend to us, tend to our every need, tend to our every want, man.
And that's the spirit. What it said, he said on the bus, the bus said Luke 16 and 24. That's the spirit.
Oh, Lord.
We're going through that right now. That's the spirit, bro. That's the spirit, bro. So,
verse 23, they shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And the glorious part that these heathens, they're going to be in their flesh witnessing our glory, man. Right. These heathens going to be in their flesh witnessing our glory. Y'all got it. This is the book of Psalm 33 and 26. It says, the yoke and the collar do bow the neck, so are tortures and torments for an evil servant. Send him to labor that he be not idle, for idleness teaches much evil.
Oh, man, it's an evil servant right here. Yeah, he saw Edom, man. He supposed to be our servant, man. This motherfucker evil as hell, man. Rebelling this shit against the powers that be, the real powers that be. The Israelites, man. Motherfucker bucking up against us, man.
He been coming up against us for a long time too. Going back to the serpent, bro. This dude got a lot to be. His tab high, bro. His tab, yeah, you ever get like a super long receipt, like at BJ's and shit. That shit long as fuck, bro. That Esau is long as hell, bro. It drags behind you, bro.
Everybody this nigga ever eventually he ran out on the bill.
Hell yeah.
And now it's time to pay the bill, baby.
Right.
Verse 25 in Luke chapter 16, it says, but first, verse 24 again, it says, for as the lighting, verse 24 again, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and said Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest like thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things.
Yeah, so remember America? Remember the Greeks? Remember the Romans? Remember when you was on top and you wasn't giving Jacob no mercy, man? All right? He said, hold on now. He said, remember that in our lifetime receiving good things, man. He saw a thing, he gonna have it both ways, man. That's why even when Esau talk about the kingdom of heaven, like he think he gonna have the good on this side and the other side. There's a trade-off, man. All right, you had your time, you had your time. So now it's gonna be our time, and you're gonna be at the bottom, man.
Likewise, Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
Now we comforted, you were tormented, man. Now you're gonna be at the bottom. Now you're gonna be the slave class. Now we're gonna work your ass, man. All right. And it's gonna be beautiful, man. Like I said, nobody gonna feel bad for Esau, man. After all that, because this devil, man, we talked about it earlier, man, how he looks down upon everybody. He thinks everybody else is low level. He's just a big and haughty so-called white man. So when you get in the bottom, man, nobody gonna feel bad for you, man. You're like, man, that's what you fucking get. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh man, y'all, you gotta chill on Esau. Like, nigga, hit that, get it again. And I said, bro, hey, and these other nations, when they get out their shit, they gonna go, hey, we're gonna go beat Esau ass, man. And Ishmael and Elon, they all gonna be together. And look, man, that's gonna fuck up Esau, bro.
And for the scripture say that those that are exalted shall be abased. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they've been exalted for the longest time. And what do they do? They boasted in their pride. You know what I'm saying? So they've been the scripture call them the hammer of the earth. So they've been able to manipulate and do whatever the hell they want to do, because this is the end time prophecy. Because this is the only time that the whole earth has been given to one nation. You know.
They got to keep the men. Yep. The fulfillment of his blessing, man. All right, because what we say, he had the fatness of the earth. All right, and then by that sword shalt thou live. So that's how he got it. He used his sword, his weapon, his carnality to get the whole fatness of the earth. As I said earlier, that's why no matter where you go on the earth, bro, Esau there, but somehow this motherfucker there. Here it is, literally. Like, what is this nigga doing in South Africa, bro? This nigga everywhere, man.
Well, he says that he's not a keeper at home. In the second chapter, you know, so he's all over the place, military bases, all these things, man. You know, you can't even go to the hood without seeing some Edomite struggling and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Verse 26. And besides all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that would come from hence.
Yeah, it's at a great gulf, like you have to go from Mexico and shit. You know what I'm saying? The thing about the gulf is it's like a circle, it's a plane, like it's open. So like you got this side, man. So we look at you had your time, we have our time. You can't cross over. Like you can't be like, okay, in our kingdom, Esau been living right with us. Cause like in this kingdom, we can't live with you. You get accepted, man. We ain't part of the 1%. Ain't no Israelites in the 1%, bro. We're amongst the Rawchaa and shit, bro. Ain't no Israelites sitting down and communing with them and shit, bro. They live a whole different life, man. This good entertainment, playing basketball and shit don't mean you fucking make it, man. That's close, bro. How you think you get your fucking salary paid? This is an Edomite paying your salary. That's nothing to do. 300 million? Okay, guys. That's nothing to do, bro. We niggas billionaires, trillionaires, man.
I can't think of the one movie, man. He told Jake, he said, we don't eat with the dogs or something like that. What you say?
So it's weird though, because you sit there and think about it, you like Jake doing all that shit all his life just to obtain that glory, just to get in that top spot, just to make the money. When these motherfuckers ain't never drove the basketball, ain't never put on no shoulder pads, they ain't never did none of the shit that your goofy ass doing, running around doing to attain $1. All they did was push the button, sign the checks, and tell you what to do. And if the shit you wasn't doing good enough, they say, hell no, you ain't cut for the shit. And they get your ass up out of there. It's in a movie. It's in a little house. It's one of them, like them pagan holiday movies they had. But Jake said some shit and it dawned on me. They was asking him like why he wasn't out there playing football with his brothers and uncles and shit. Like why you ain't out there running around playing football? He said, shit, why be on the team when I can own the team? And that's the mindset of the Edomite. I ain't running around doing that bullshit shit. That's for them.
Yeah, these motherfuckers, they ain't working generations though. That's why it's called old money. They get their shit passed down. Like you said, he was really born. Like you said, you're in charge of doing shit. Some loser ass, is weak ass Edomite. He's got all this fucking money, bro. That's why motherfuckers like who is now? Yeah, for example, like you have these, like you said, you had Israelites. They work their ass off to create all these hits and shit, all these classical songs and shit. And they get like fucking 5% if they lucky, if they own royalties. So literally every time a song is played, they get like 5% or 50 cents or something like that. But there's some Amalekite making 95% off this shit. Feed his children for generations off no hard work, bro. So that's what it's talking about, the crumbs off the rich man's table, man. All right? You got it.
God, verse 27. Then he said, I pray thee, therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house, where I have 5 brethren, that he may testify unto them, lest they also come into this place and torment Abraham.
That's what he said. And basically told me, basically send somebody to warn them of the future. Go back in the future and tell these niggas, yo, if you don't stop oppressing these people, you're gonna be where I'm at, man. All right. And he says 5 brethren. Hey, I believe I could be wrong. Didn't you saw 5 sons? I could be wrong. We had to look it up. But we had to look it up. You can just Google like, you can look up like how many sons Esau had. He said I had 5 brethren. You know? Yeah, 5 sons. He was all spirit. How many you had? 5? Because he has a spirit, bro. I'm going to show you even more. This parable is talking about Esau, bro. He said I have 5 brethren, man. Let me warn him. Like, look, bro, you better chill the fuck out. He would go back in time, during the time of the Greeks, the Romans, by putting the Messiah up on the cross, bro. Esau, man, he better not tell him, like, look, man, don't do any of this shit, bro. You're going to be where I'm at, man. Fucked up. He probably going to come to him in the same body. Fucked up, too, man. Like, look, bro, if you don't want to be like me, you better chill out. You got it.
Verse 29, Abraham said unto him, they have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them.
Yeah, like, but it was earlier, man. Let them hear them, let them hear the prophets, man. But Esau ain't gonna do that, man, because he's too proud. Esau, but he's like Pharaoh, the Lord hardened his heart, man. As long as he is in this proud, lofty state, like, you got to see the mindset of Pharaoh. I've had these people captivity for 400 years. My dad, my grandfather had these niggas in captivity. Well, I'm fucking gonna listen to my slave telling me I'm gonna get judged. Nigga, ain't nobody judged me yet. Nigga, get back to work. So that's the mindset Esau has, man. He's like, man, I ain't going down. That's why motherfuckers like Bo Cam Malone keep coming up against us and fucking harassing us, man. Going from camp to camp, hopping on planes and shit. Why? Because he like, man, this. Everybody's seen that. He just talking about the God that's hard talking about. No, really. That shit, I was rolling up that shit. That shit is funny, bro. God nigga really worried, man. He know what time it is, man. But basically, that's the mindset. You know, Esau's been winning for so long, he just can't see himself losing. Especially with his yeah, that's right. He's like, who gonna take me down? Yeah.
Military and weaponry. That's why they don't believe they're gonna get taken down. They don't believe that nothing's gonna happen to us.
Yeah, but they don't understand that all the other militaries were top military before. Yeah. Think about it, like because people don't put 2 and 2 together. When the Syrians are on top, they have the best military. Whoever's on top has to have the best military, or other else you wouldn't be on top. Dumbass. But guess what? The Lord raises somebody up to take you down. Yeah. That's always happens, man. The Lord Himself will come back to take you down this time.
Yeah, they look down upon God.
That was the Persians, bro. Them niggas was running shit, bro. Them niggas was running shit, man. No, it was considered madness to come up against the Persian army, man. But Alexander and them, they're like, man, you stupid, bro. You won't come up against Persia. Watch the movie 300. You see how big that army was? They said, man, like, well, it's like, bro, they had like millions of people in their army because that's right. Because not only did they have the Persian army, because the Persians are actually ruled pretty fairly. They actually didn't run like big tyrants and shit. You got to go into the history. So they what happened is they would take over somebody, but look, we ain't gonna fuck up your customs and shit, do what you want. But like, join our military, though. Come join us. You know what I'm saying? So they got their military, other people's military. That's why their military was so fucking big, bro. I got 3 something.
In Psalm chapter 59, verse 6, it says, they returned at, well, I'll start at verse 5. It says, thou therefore, O Lord, Yahawah of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful people to any wicked transgressors, Selah. They return at evening, they make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. And how many times have, you know what I'm saying, these heathens have infiltrated and besieged the city of Jerusalem, man? You know what I'm saying? Not only the city of Jerusalem, but just throughout history, throughout time, any place where Israel dwelled at, where Jake dwelled at, Esau will always go out there and infiltrate, you know what I'm saying, and break down that city, man. So where those people had to depend on him for any and everything.
Right.
They said,
Lamentations the 5th chapter goes to exactly what you said, man. All right, tell you about how they was burning our cities down, killing young men. They said what they ravaged the women in Zion. It perfectly explains that, man. Like you said, every stronghold we had, the heathen was always there to try to take us down, man. And they did over and over again, man. So all that's gonna be required of them. You got it.
Verse 7, it says, behold, they belch out with their mouth, swords are in their lips. For who? It says, for who say they do it here? Right, and that's the pride of these devils, man. Right. All of these devils know. Mainly, you saw Edom is the sword. That's all they know. That's their blessing. All they know is the sword and the shed blood. And guess what? When they execute their plan, they look around like, well, who's going to know, right? Who's going to speak out against them? Right. Who's going to come up against us for what we're doing? Who's going to come up against us? You know what I'm saying? We got the power of the earth in our whole hand. Verse 8, it says, but thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them. That it says, thou shalt have all the heathen then in derision, because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for Yahweh is my defense. You see, the Lord got these niggas in a trick bag, man. Right. That's why these brothers ain't really worried, man. But we talking about all this destruction that's about to happen. We not worried, man. Right. We're not breaking the sweat or nothing, because why? Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is in control. He said he's laughing. These niggas in derision, man.
Yeah, it's on spirit too, man. That was because he said this some years ago. He was like, some of these elites, you know, they know the prophecy, the fact that we were destined to wake up. But the court, they did as much as they could to try to keep us from waking up. He said, you know, they probably didn't expect us to be this bold. Like, here it is, we out here laughing at them. Like, yeah, here it is, y'all need to control the whole earth. And we laughing at you, telling you going into slavery, bro. Like they said, we used to do it earlier, laughing about how you saw go be in the field. Like, that's scary as shit, bro. If I was in the elite, I'd be worried, man. And they are worried. Like, they watch these videos. They watch these. I remember when we had to say, they said the elites are subscribed to false to heart. That shit is funny as hell, bro. They watch his videos, like, damn, bro. Watching us go into prophecy, how they could go down, man. Like, man, fuck, bro. Right.
That's really what this is. That's what they all see. Right?
John chapter 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah. In 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death. And in war, from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is going to be with us, man. No matter what. He said we're going to laugh at it, man. We're going to laugh at it.
Just real quick, back this is Psalm chapter 50 and verse 21. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. You know, this is what happens when you go kind of unfathom when you're doing all this wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? But it goes into, it says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. That's talking about us. So like you said, that we're out here in great boldness. You know what I'm saying? And it's Esau has the control of the whole world, and we out here. I mean, all we have is the scriptures, man. All we have is the spirit. We don't have nothing tangible in this world, But what are we doing? We're being set forth in order in the eyes of Yahweh, in the eyes of Esau, Edom, man, and before the eyes of Esau, Edom.
We know that most of the Lord puts us in that position of power. Not about switching the earth and giving us the hands of wicked, because it wasn't us own means. That's why we know. That's why we have faith that he's able to throw them down. Because he threw down other empires. He threw down all the four beasts spoken about in Daniel the 7th chapter. He threw down those. He threw them down. So ultimately, it's it's evident and possible.
Then the Lord said, I give, I take away. He said, I make peace, I create evil. I do all these things.
He said, you would build, I would throw down, man. Ultimately, the Lord is in control of everything. He's in control of he's the one who allows you to be in the position of rulership in the first place. gave you those blessings. It ultimately allowed you to have a pet earth, to have the sword, man. Right? But ultimately, it's written that what the elders were starting younger. That's the end goal. The end result is Israel being empowered and Esau being in subjection, as well as the rest of the heathen nations. Finish that out there,
verse 30, Luke chapter 16 and verse 30. And he said, Nay, Father Abraham, but if one went into them from the dead, they will repent.
Basically, again, he said Edomite, like all these Edomites, like allegedly, this is go with the official narrative. Yeah, so-called Queen Elizabeth died and shit. She go up there, she find out her judgment. She like, look, they send me back. What was about to happen to him, man? All right, then they'll be persuaded. Like, look, they saw me die and I'm back. But we gonna tell them.
It says, and he said unto him, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded through one rose from the dead.
Yes, there ain't nothing you gonna be able to tell these elites, these Rothschilds, etc. Gonna stop them from their new world order plans. Right. Ain't nothing, even the common Edomite, that's what you tell them are gonna stop them from hating Jake, bro. It's already set in their mind, bro. Again, it's like the Lord hardened the Pharaoh, man.
That's it. I was going to say that because ultimately the Lord has to use Esau and these other nations to show his strength and his power. Because Esau, he's so powerful that he's at a level right now that nobody can bring this nigga down. So once Yahawah does it, now he's going to be exalted. You know what I'm saying? To a higher pinnacle that Esau ever could have, would have, whatever would be at, man.
Hey, let's take it out of 6. That's everything we're going to perfectly. Yeah, it's all perfect because again, Luke 16 chapter again, it goes into that translation, that transition. It tells you about what was happening, man. Esau again was oppressing Jacob, everything we just went into, man. All right, but then eventually he's gonna turn, and it's gonna say light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be light in the tunnel for Jacob, and it's gonna be hell for you. All right. Starting like verse 7.
It's in 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows?
Yeah, when that Ezra, you read that was some heavy books, man. He was asking all the real questions, man. He was like, man, what's the end of all this shit? What's the end of all these heathen rulership, these losers? I always call these losers ruling over us, man. Elam, like I said, we live as a bunch of Elam. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers weak. I'm like, how the fuck these niggas over us, bro? They're the son of the power of the Lord, man. I'm like, man, us two alone can take all these niggas, man. These niggas weak as fuck, bro. Niggas look ugly as man, busted as fuck. Even that woman busted, bro. If you see a good looking Elamite woman, bro, that's rare, bro. These bitches be no, like, hey, I'm talking about the common Elamite woman, bro. Of course, every nation got a couple good looking women, but the common one, bro, they be looking burnt, bro. They're horrible, man.
God, it says verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
That's exactly what happened when they was born, man. But that was a foreshadow. That was all the spirit. The Lord had that happen, man. All right, Jacob was holding his heel, Esau's heel, man. All right, because watch it symbolized this in the last days how we gonna be right up on his heel, man. All right, and Shalom constantly goes into that. There it is, this nigga, man. He's the ultimate cheater, bro. It's a 100-meter race. He would have started right at the finish line, bro. He entered you. He's like, hey, before the race started, he kicked you hard as fuck. Right. And then it started. He started running. Next thing you know, you right behind him, locking this shit down, bro.
This nigga tie your shoes together.
Hell yeah.
Says verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Plain and simple, man. All right, so this is the end of Esau, Edom. He's the final heathen captivity, man. All right, he's the end of this world, the end of this age, this eon, man. He's the end of this world, man. The world of wickedness, the world where he's fucking women over men, feminism and shit. Moles having rights, walking down the street. All right, having to say so, bro. Here is a mole can cancel your career. Yeah. The alphabet community, bro, they can get you. You better fear them niggas. Them niggas get you canceled, bro. Bro, them niggas get your whole career. They get your doctor's license taken away, all types of shit, man.
Don't make money.
Hell yeah, you gotta get your apology. You gotta take a hatred class, an anger management class, all types of shit, man. So this represents the end of all that. Cause this Esau's world, man. Esau's world is nothing but madness, confusion, upside down, man. You know? But in the Jacob's world is coming, man. All right, and that world is gonna be forever. That's why you said the beginning of it that follows. So that world ain't gonna have no end. You know? It's gonna really live forever. You know what?
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. You know, and that due time is coming up very soon, man. And that's YAHWASHI. You know, so the symbolism of Jacob pulling down Esau, because when you grab somebody's heel, you can't move after that, man. So that's the symbolism of Esau's kingdom coming to an end, and Jacob coming to the forefront, with YAHWASHI being the King of Lords of Lords, man.
Yeah, we on your ass.
Yep.
Everything us being out here right now with the spirit of Yahabashim on side, we on your ass. So you going on, man. That's why the same for spirit of your glory. I did a lesson yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever. 2 days ago about so quick. I basically responded to Apostle Ramrod video. He did, I don't know if brother saw it. He's talking about this upcoming movie. I forgot the name of it. But he's talking about that upcoming movie like Leonardo DiCaprio and shit.
Oh,
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Basically, the movie is basically going into highlighting the wickedness Esau committed against Gad, man. All right, basically how Esau, he would put us on the took our whole land and gave us reservation, right? And he was thinking there's no resources on it. So he's like, look, you can have it. So basically, the Gadites, they're like, look, okay, well, anything we find here, legally signed that this will be ours. So Esau like, cool, ain't shit there anyway. So basically, them Gadites, they found oil and shit. And basically, they found it, I believe it was like 1890 around that time, like 1890 to 1920. And in 1920, them guys had like 400 million worth of shit. But that's 400 million was a lot going back in the early 1900s, man. Yeah, that's probably like billions now. All right. And basically, Esau, he did all these elaborate schemes, murking the Gadites off and shit, trying to take possession of the land and shit. It's a bunch of wickedness, man. But the fact that movie's coming out is what? Shameful spirit upon your glory, man. Esau, he got a whole bunch of atrocities that people don't even know about. I'm like, man, damn, bro. You got it. I know you got one too.
Jumping down in 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 53. It says, upon the 6th day thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it shall bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest the Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And we all came from Adam, right? But exactly what they said, also the people whom thou hast chosen, man. It tell you Deuteronomy as well. It tell you what? It tell you as we separate the sons of Adam, man. All right, because the sons of God, we separate. We're not with the rest of the heathen nations, man. Okay, you can see that it's obvious, man. We talking about the way here, man. When you around the other nations, but we clearly have a way different spirit, man. That's how you know the northern kingdom is Israelites, man. Because when you around the northern kingdom, like bro, even when you deal with their women, like you gonna deal with them Ephraimite women, they're like, hey, a fucking clone copy. I always say they're like a different flavor of the Judite woman. They're the fucking same, bro. Yeah.
Says
Spanish speaking Keisha.
Verse 55, it says, all of this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto the drop that falleth from a vessel.
What Bible you in from, brother? I ain't never heard that in my life. It's a trick. You made that up, brother. You added some words. God love everybody, brother. God love everybody.
The scripture said that the world was made for our sake. Why? Because that was the original plan for Adam before he fell. You know, because in Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, it says that righteousness is immortal, right? And that breath that was breathed into Adam, which was YAHWASHI, was immortality, man. The law, statutes, the commandments, you know. But the Lord is going to give us that in the end, man. You know.
The Lord is fair. The Lord is very fair, bro. The Lord let you heathen men have your time or dominion or rulership. All right. Again, like you said, he's right, bro. Really, this earth is created for Israelite men, bro. First and foremost, YAHWASHI, he chief Israelite man. But then all his brothers under there, it's great for us, bro. But Lord still let you losers have your chance to feel like you're on top. Right.
But even what's that? First Maccabees 2, where it says that what nation have not gotten a part of her kingdom and had not received of her spoil. So all nations have had a chance to rule, and that's the fairness of YAHWASHI, man. You know.
You all prove yourself unworthy.
God.
And like Lord said, you're not worthy. You niggas not worthy. I know you have one and you got it.
Verse 57 says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
That's what's been happening, man. All right, he them and devouring our people throughout the generation, man. We named it all the captivities, man.
It says, but we thy people, who thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
That's been a question our forefathers who in the right mind been asking for the longest, man. You know, Ezra, he asked that while he was in Babylon. I believe it was the 30th year while he was in Babylon. All right. But that was the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Now we in Babylon the Great. So now we at the very end. Yep. Well, it's true to say better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, man. So man, I'm glad, bro. We at the very end. It's the last captivity, bro. Ain't no more after this. Like, we gonna get free. But then in the back of your mind, you know, like, damn, we might go to captivity again. You know? Exactly. That's right.
Punishment by iniquity. Yeah, that's the reason why we went to that state in the first place.
Yeah, so our kingdom is next, man. Right? Hold on, look. Y'all share one, and then I got one. All right,
I wanted to grab this from the point of the nation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was made for our sake. Like, you know what I'm saying? We belong to the Lord. Scripture say we the apple of the Lord's eye. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Heavenly Father kept reproving us, because he was mad at his people. You know what I'm saying? His chosen people, because we were going off, following the ways of these other nations, or envying them, like you see Jake do today. Envying the white man, like how we were going into earlier, wanting to live amongst the white man. You get that, you get the riches, then you be like, shit, fuck the hood, or you know what I'm saying? You're not saying nothing wrong with living somewhere nice, but you go move by the oppressor, or go dwell amongst your enemy. But I got this Sirach 17:17. It says, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion. You know what I'm saying? So we belong to the Most High. Israel is the Lord's portion. The Negro, Latino, Native, Mississippi, Indian. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll grab this too, Bob Shah. You know what I'm saying?
Because the Lord, and like the elder from London made this point, that you got a fish. You don't buy the fish. You don't buy the fish for the fish tank. You buy the fish tank for the fish.
Right.
Simple. Everything, like, you got a little decoration inside the fucking tank. All that shit's worthless if you ain't got no fish. Right. Like, you don't get nobody buy a fish tank just to leave that bitch empty. If you want to put fish in it. So that's basically what the Lord did with the earth. He made it for our sake. Okay, look, I got this people, so I need somewhere for them to dwell. Okay, I'm gonna give them trees, all types of shit, gold, silver, everything. You know, for the purpose. Yeah, for the purpose.
And like you hear brothers like they going into it, like brother saying earlier, we don't give a fuck. Right. So we waiting on YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? The brother called for the Lamentations 4. We know the Heavenly Father getting ready to restore us. This coming to an end. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because scripture say what? This is Ecclesiastes 9:10. I mean 11. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. It says, delight not in the things that the ungodly have pleasure in. So we ain't supposed to delight in the things that these anybody delight in, or want the things that they got, or desire after the things they already possess. This they side. It was written in the scriptures like the brother was bringing out. Like, this is their side. They supposed to be flourishing. You know what I'm saying? They got their time. This their time to shine. So let them live it up. It says, delight not in the things that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember, they shall not go unpunished to the grave. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna get away with it. They ain't gonna go unpunished. The Heavenly Father gonna cast them down in due time. And you see it happening now. They fall is happening now. Right. But you would still want that out there.
Let me take 4 and 22.
Count, I got you. Oh, go ahead, brother.
21, yes, yeah.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also it shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
So see, that's what Esau's supposed to be rejoicing, man. They supposed, all these Edomites you see walking up and down, they supposed to be skipping down, you know what I'm saying, doing all type of bullshit, man. Now this is the shit that they built, man. Right? You got it out.
You should be enjoying your last second.
Yeah.
Like I always say, I be serious, but listen, bro, if I was a Edomite, bro, I would be living in the fuck up. I would not be Bo-Cam alone following my future slave masters around. Bro, I would be having a poor, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I always say, bro, I would be on my need to speak shit, bro. I was thinking, Edomites, we got money to do that shit, bro. I be looking this shit up, bro. These niggas are like, where play the need to speak games, they got like the iconic cars and shit. Bro, these niggas leaving making that shit in real life, bro. Like these dope ass cars, I would be running from the police. I'd be having so much fun. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, I'll be taking out all the loans, use my privilege to get loans. I'll be being with the baddest pros, you hear me? Bro, I'll be in a different country looking like a king, bro. These niggas here in America struggling. It's Edomites at your same job with you.
Yeah.
You may make more than that nigga, bro. It's a man, oh my, I don't even go into it, bro. Like, you got it.
Lamentations
punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
So we paid our debt, man. All we doing is waiting for the Lord to give us our bill. Say, hey man, all right, you can go ahead and get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We done paid everything, man.
Right on that cycle.
We serve our sentence, man. Like they do, like they said, you walk to the front and get let out. You get a basic gray outfit on. You walk to the front, you get released, somebody pick you up. Now that's the spirit of the Lord willing, probably let the chance is gonna pick us up, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be on the election release date.
But kept saying when your people bring you an outfit, it's coming to bring us a new
body. It's like perfect. Continue on verse 22. Oh, daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So that's an ultimate cut. You got these individuals who act like Esau was already done away with. Well, in Israel's last captivity, right after that, then Esau will be punished, man. So Esau has to still be here, man. He's a so-called white man, okay? All right? No matter what anybody else try to tell you, he's done away with, he's not on earth anymore. No, he's here. This nigga said that this is his empire, man. You see it by the way his empire is run. Because even these other heathen, they was wicked. Esau take wickedness to a whole new level, bro. Bro, hey, no other heathen nation that was able to tap into chemicals and shit to be able to literally make you look like a woman, bro. Like, bro, these niggas feel like motherfuckers really look like a woman. It's a whole man that look like you look like, oh, that's a woman right there. They're like, hey, they got that 3-balanced voice. I was born a man. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
That's a heavy point, though, because they go to great lengths to do that with us. You know, it's not just as simple as just eating a bomb of food. They want to really, they're in a lab mixing and matching shit, trying to pump estrogen into men and so on and so
on. Bro, literally, they literally making men grow breasts, bro. This nigga takes, man, his nigga's off the chain, man. That's why you gotta get put in chain. They subscribing to me tomorrow. Hey, me tomorrow was a Whole Foods one time. Like I said, bro, we was going to the register. I'm thinking it's a woman and shit. And then we both start looking. I'm like, hold on, man. Bro, it's a 6'4" nigga in there. Look like a woman, bro. Nigga 6'4", big for nothing nigga, bro. Bro, we got nails done, everything. Except, but you would look and they actually look like a woman. That's the craziest part. Like, you have to really stare at them. Like, oh, hold on, man. Like the spirit tell you, I think it's something off with this motherfucker. You got one first.
Real quick, on the topic, this is Jeremiah 51:25. It says, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mouth, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rock, and will make thee a bird mountain. So that's the same. Esau is a fucking slave. Yeah. You know, he's destroyed the minds of our people, and he's literally destroying the earth. So this is the recompense that he's got.
Yeah, everything that Esau do got something tied into death, man. You know what I mean? Like the brother was talking about that. Yeah, that's a good one. Like the ABC community, like what type of life can you know what I mean? Can you produce out of two men bumping each other, man?
You want to know why? Because life is the scriptures and spirituality. He has nothing of that. On the contrary.
But that's why the Lord is, pretty much basically allowing Esau to live it up now because his blessing is almost up, man. You know, the blessing of the sword was not a prophecy that was going to be, forever, man. You know, temporal.
But this is a land of confusion. Like the brothers going into, you can't even tell the difference between a damn man and a woman, man. You know, you got men with long ass hair from the back look like a fucking woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Apostle Paul got on in Corinthians. You know, the church of Corinth. Yep.
Right. That's how you know it's like it.
No, you got.
That's how you know Esau is ruling, bro. But wherever I used to talk about earlier, but wherever nation of men is in rule shit, their vibration is pushed on everybody else. That's why, bro. You saw ruling, bro. This shit is out of order, bro. And listen, bro. That's why you only got laws. You can have one woman. Madness, bro. Listen, bro. Jacob's a ruling shit. Yeah, well, we know about the kingdom, man. Bro, yeah, that's right. But say that again, brother. Listen, what? One is too close to none, brother. All right, the kingdom, bro. Men gonna have many women, bro. That's how we gonna be rolling. Women gonna be feminine in their fucking place, man. Exactly, bro. Yeah, Esau, man.
You know, that's what I was saying because this is Babylon, the Tower of Babel all over again, man. Confusion. And what did the Lord do with the Tower of Babel? He overthrew that shit, man. It's the same thing that's coming to Babylon the Great, man.
Hey, I forgot the country. One of these countries where it was a must that you had to have
more than one woman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was recent. And what happened was like they think the population was so vast, like it was like I don't know, like 10 women and one man, something like that. So like, look, to solve this issue, all these single women, you must. They're giving you incentive. You must marry these women. So you must get like 2 or 3 wives, man. You know. But see, that's men that ain't right. But see, in America, bro, that's looked at as a negative, man. That's in your right mind. That's why the Lord trained. That's why there's more women than men anyway. Like saying, like, yeah, these dumbass women thinking about, okay, monogamy. Okay, well, every man is marrying one woman. Okay, what the rest of the women gonna do? They gonna just be by themselves? They just gonna die alone? Millions of women, bro. Come on, man.
And the Lord like fruitfulness.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But that's Esau trying to cut short on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dealing with what? Hey, in Ukraine, you know, they told them that they couldn't pop their women, but in Russia, you know what I mean? They told them that you pop as many women as you like, get pregnant, man.
That's how you propagate society. That's how you have a large, you know, that's how you
Nation.
want the brothers to say, large nation. You gotta have, if every man was only have sex with one woman, have 1 or 2 children.
Small nation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you see in America. That's why their population rates, they're not repopulating. Most of the Edomites, they ain't populating enough as they die. That's why.
Who was that said that China was a model after what America wants to do? What's that? Swap, kind. And what is the one? One of the policies that China has is a limit on children. I think you only have 2. You know what I'm saying? They raised it.
Because again, they was the same thing with America. They wasn't repopulating enough as they was dying. That's why they had to. Okay, look, we got to scratch this. Right. I know what you're talking about. They had that for years, bro. But at one point, that really limited to even one.
Right. But the Lord is gradually setting in the prophecies. The Lord is gradually setting in the prophecies. Like you can see that. Like my pen thought.
Go ahead, you got
This is Rawchaa chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered." It says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of," it says, "in what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein."
Yep. It said what's a prudent man, all right? And this ain't no prudent government. These motherfuckers really go out of their way to purposely just get their citizens bugged out, man. And one of these elites, that shitty ass car. And one of these elites talking about, he said, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers, man. In the kingdom of heaven, bro, you don't have to be on a high level, bro. You ain't gonna be able to walk around just stupid as hell. Like these people, they don't understand shit, bro. Like you got that same people like, oh, you got motherfuckers can't boil water. That's literally people, bro. People don't like people are on a low level, man. They don't know shit. They don't know nothing like that movie, Wall-E. Like they show you that it was Esau, man. It was post-apocalyptic Esau. They had basically it was a children's movie. Basically, they had filled the earth up with trash. So you had skyscrapers just full of trash. So they had to get on a spaceship and go went out of space. And everybody on the spaceship was as fat as fuck, stupid as hell, just staring at the screen all day, bro. That movie, bro, go watch the movie. I watched some of it again recently. I was like, bro, that's heavy, bro. That is heavy movie, man. Yeah. Got it.
This verse 3, Sirach 10 and 3. It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set one over there as profitable. And so you see it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just, the earth is just out of course because of this unwise king, because he ain't prudent, because in him there is no wisdom, because all his ways are death, and they're contrary to YAHWASHI. Right. That's why we need YAHWASHI. You know what I'm saying? Saying they that behold need not a physician. We need them. That's why we sign Christ for the abomination done in the midst thereof. Not being able to tell a boy from a man, not being able to tell a woman from a boy. You know what I'm saying? Just all these different things that they set up that's contrary to the Lord's way.
Yeah. Women being out of fucking order.
That's kind. That's it too.
You got this recent shit with Kiki Farmer, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
that shit awful.
I ain't watching shit this morning, bro. Basically, this bitch not only she is wearing a super revealing outfit, which all these hoes do, but then she fucking with the dude, what's his dude's name? Usher. And she doing the whole dance for this. She got a whole man in the crib, bro. And you got, of course, who the nigga woman, the infamous Judite woman, in the comment section defending her, bro. So these women, bro, that's why, man, the Lord is like said, you gotta get rid of this place. This place is out of order, man.
That's like even the motherfucking Sierra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were motherfuckers like these women, these so-called women, they was all over Future ass or all over 50 Cent ass because you asked me, Jake was in the spirit, treating her like the hoe that she was.
That's right.
But then you get Russell Wilson, this simp ass nigga, he get with her He treated her the way she so-called supposed to be treated, but here she is still horn. Still shaking her ass every chance she get. Still popping out and revealing shit, showing herself to other men. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he didn't even, he waited to marry to have sex with her, bro. That's bad. Bro, here, this bitch got a whole kid. This bitch kid.
And you know she was passed around.
Bro, this bitch got how many bodies, bro? And then man, that's madness, bro. He treated this bitch like she a virgin, man. Bro.
The whole point, even when you wait for a woman, she's a virgin.
Yeah, that's honorable. Yeah, that's honorable. The way it's supposed to be, the reason you respect that. Like, so you respect a woman, okay, look, I'm waiting till I have to marry. That's honorable. You ain't a virgin, bitch, man. You better been over, man. You tripping, bro.
It's that Queen of Heaven worship, man. Yeah, and these things has been passed down from ancient Edomites, man. The Greeks was fucking freaks and moles. The Romans was freaks and moles. And now this whole society that the modern day Edomite has created is a bunch of freaks and moles, man.
And what they say, them philosophers and
Boy lovers. They always do that. You can look it up. Like the Romans, man, they had like the emperors and shit. They had, I forgot what it's called, but they basically have like a boy, like specifically groomed. Used to be the fucking emperor's like play toy, bro. Like, but these niggas is off, man.
Bro, bro, in America, bro, America, like how in the beginning when we talking about like you come over here and do as I will. Bro, America done created so much shit for these motherfucking freaks. They got to come up with different names just to classify these motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro.
LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
You want to add on to it?
Yeah, like come on.
And what's that new thing? It's not pedo no more. It's minor attracted persons and stuff like that. Like this is the unrighteous decrees that Esau puts out there. You know what I'm saying, to ease the minds of the people, man, to get people to accept what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yep, you got it out.
I got a quick this going on the statement that you made about all that freaky stuff that was going on in Rome. This Romans chapter 1, verse 23. It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man, into birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Now, this is a letter that Paul is writing to the church of Rome, or Israelites, right? And this is shit that was going on in Rome within the Israelite community. It was changing the image of the Most High, making them look like the creation more so other than the Creator. So verse 24 says, wherefore Yahawah also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own heart, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. It says, who changed the truth of Yahawah into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. See, and that's idol worship. All that freaky deaky shit stems from idol worship. Yeah. Verse 25, verse 26, and this is the point.
These mass orgies and shit, motherfuckers doing, bro. That shit is, man. That is all, bro. But they live in a room with 100 people. Everybody is fucking each other. That's madness, bro.
That started in Egypt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture says in Revelation 11 that this place is likened unto a spiritual Egypt. You know?
It says, verse 26, for this cause Yahawah gave them up into vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use unto that which is against their nature. You know, he's saying you got women taking it up the rectum. You know what I'm saying? You got women on women. You got women dressing up, doing women dealing with men that's trying to be with all type of confusion.
Yeah, bro,
that was so boiled down. It was the nigga woman changed to the nigga man, and the nigga man changed to the nigga woman, and they got together. Yeah,
bro, that's madness. That's confusion, bro. That's madness, bro. He said vile affection, bro. That's madness, man. Like you said, that's big, bro. That outfit community, bro. That's madness, bro. Like literally, you got men with men and women with women. That shit heavy. That's a heavy demon now too, like, bro. All these bitches is bisexual now, bro. They're crazy, bro.
Can you get that the word vile real quick?
Yeah.
This is the word vile in the ABC 11 dictionary.
That's the reason why all this shit fucked up.
This is the word vile in the AB 1611. It says base, mean, worthless, despicable. The inhabitants account gold a vile thing. It says a vile and vile raiment. It says, wherefore are we counted as beasts and reputed as vile in your sight?
Because that's what beasts do, is do vile things, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why these nations are referred to as beasts and different animals and stuff like that, because that's the way they naturally act. Especially Esau Edom. It says that in Job 30 that he was a vile man. You know, your children of base man. Yep, kind.
Where the beast man?
Smart. What you got on that?
There's one more.
Verse 27 says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, which the natural use of a woman is to bear children.
Have sex, bro. Yeah. Right. Motherfuckers should be, they be acting like that shit off. Like they call you a pervert and shit. You a man, you desire women. Like you got these women walking around, but can you brothers know we been in the gym? These bitches be wearing nothing. They be there like, oh, he's don't look. Like, motherfucker, I'm a heterosexual man. You damn right, I'm fucking look.
Right, especially if you working out, that's your testosterone levels being raised.
Right. They like it's something wrong with you. No, y'all something wrong with y'all. I'm right. I'm in my right mind. Right. Motherfuckers, man. That's the natural use of a woman. You see a woman, she look good, you want to have sex with her. That's normal, bro.
That's it. Ancient world, did that do the fun?
Throw over the shoulder, you come home with me, baby.
Yeah, man. That's why, like I said, man, that's why we should be dressed in modest apparel.
Right.
And nothing about the society is modest, man. You got loud, like it says in Proverbs 9, loud, clamorous women dressed as an attire of a harlot. You know what I'm saying? All these things is perpetuated by Esau Edom, because why? Like the brother had brought out in Sirach 10. The king, as is the king, so is his officers, man. Right. So is the people. You got it.
It says, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Yeah, so it was coming to you.
Burning in lust. That means you can't.
That's that recompense. That's that payback for that.
Yeah, but I said burning, bro. It is all these bad. Even now, even like, bro, cause you understand the scriptures. This is the lowest, like the fall. So the time of fall Adam. This is the lowest the earth ever been. There's still some badass women walking around. I mean, it's so crazy, man. Bro. It's badass women walking around. Like, niggas looking at the other man. Look at your homeboy. But these niggas off, bro.
That's
that shit crazy, bro.
That's why Scripture said be temperate in all things, man. And that's why Paul said I keep under my body daily. Right? Because a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You know what I'm saying? You indulge a little bit in a little bit of wickedness, and now next thing you know, you're burning with the lust to do some off-ass shit, man.
Right. It's like you plant the seed and it grows little to a lot. Yeah,
and the demons out here, bro. That's a very seducing spirit. That's why you saw pushing that so much. Like Elias Woman said, man, once you confuse sex, like everything else is thrown off, bro. Like once you confuse, like this liberated sexual, you can do whatever you want, bro. Nothing else. That's really like the root morality. Like that's like a key moral thing. If you don't have them morals, you'll do anything.
Yeah. That's foundation.
That's foundation, bro.
Like, bro, I got one for what the brother Samardi said.
That's a spirit. He said that.
This is Sirach chapter 18, and I'm gonna read it in the GNT. This is verse. I'm gonna read verse 20. Verse 27. It says, if you are wise, you will be careful in everything you do when sin is all around you. Be especially careful that you do not become guilty.
Ooh, man, when you are careful, right? To be careful means to be circumspect.
That's right.
To look around, spiritually and physically, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's all type of reprobate, alluring, vile spirits that's desiring the elect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They already got these simple-minded people out here. They want the elect now, man. You know what I'm saying? They got X-ray vision on the elect. When they see the elect, they see like a orb of light. When they see the rest of these niggas, it's darkness, man.
Yeah. So, go ahead. About Peter though, Luke 22 and 31. That's right. Behold, Satan is desired to have you. He has desired to sift you as wheat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the head of the church.
You gonna have women trying to come up to you, want to do different type of threesomes and shit like that.
Yeah.
That could be a lure to the flesh. Hey man, if you a man who can control your rod, you can control your anger, you know, you a powerful man. Right. You know what I'm saying? You a dangerous man to this society.
That's the spirit. That's it. Happened to me, and I instantly hit the chat like, man, hey y'all, like they scared. Like, man, you ain't going. So I'm like, hell no, I got up out of here. Right. I got one. It said, this Proverbs 25 and 28. It says, he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down
and built and without walls. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you do what you want to. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no rule over your spirit. Guess what? That's all them different avenues from the spirit to overrun you and overtake you. And then now you done got entrapped in the ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to be circumspect, to examine yourself on the daily, to make sure you are of the household of faith, to make sure you're doing the things that's most pleasing to YAHWASHI outside. Because if you're not, go ahead, brother.
Scripture talk about, you know, who's the man, look at
2023. Oh, yeah.
Talk about what the world to us going.
Yeah, Salakia. Go ahead.
We got our minds focused on the kingdom, and we understand what we have to do in order to get the kingdom. So, as tempting as a threesome as these, fuck both these bitches. Right. Honestly, I'm trying to get the kingdom. Dirty assholes, but anyway, ain't nobody had none. I had a threesome.
Like I said, that's why the scripture say to walk in the spirit, so that way you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Right. That's all kind.
Wait, oh no, somebody grab that. I got real quick about somebody grab that. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 5. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit." So you know the flesh is carnality. The flesh is death. God. You know, the scripture referred to this as the chains of darkness. Me and the brother Samat was going into this part of the condition of the battle. And if you're not tapped into the spirit, you won't give in to the flesh. You got more. Let me grab this next verse. Romans 8:6, it says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Right, because the spirit, you know, these words are quickening. You know, the scriptures say that these words, you know, found the life and prevent you from the snares of death, from paraphrasing. You know, you do these things, you want to live. And if you walk in contrary, you're gonna find out real soon that the Lord is not fucking with that shit at all.
This Galatians.
I'm about to say, because what? How do we know about, you know, threesomes and orgies? It's all because of the bullshit that Esau perpetuates, man. You know, he got the rappers talking about it. You know, you got pornography on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And all type of and movies, all that, man. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All types of wicked. You know, you just constantly shoving down your throat over and over again, putting ideas in your head. It's certain things that like is when you wouldn't even think about. You saw he constantly just throws in your face in TV shows. That's why in TV shows they always got a mo character now. Now motherfuckers, bro, man, kissing, all man, turn this shit off.
Bro, you hear me, brother? Because they try to make this shit alluring. You know what I'm saying? Draw you in, trying to suck you into it. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, indulge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bro, it said, this Galatians 5:16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary, the one to the other, so that she cannot do the things that she would. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's important, like, to be doing the things of YAHWASHI outside, exercising in the Lord, praying, reading, fasting, doing all those things to increase in the Holy Spirit, so that you can become stronger in the spirit than you are your flesh. Because if you constantly wrapped up in the things of this world, it's only like the 1 John 2:15. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's the pride of life and the lust of the flesh. So if you constantly doing those things, then you ain't gonna be able to overcome the flesh with the spirit, because you ain't doing the things to be strong through the spirit.
Right, and this is just man, this ain't shit, man. You know, the little shit that we're going through right now, like, we getting ready to come into some serious times, man. So it's gonna be mandatory for you to, you know, have some sort of moral or some sort of something to keep you from
the Holy Spirit.
As you said, man.
Holy Spirit.
Back to what your brother said, you know what I mean? You got to put on every single day. It's like a person that lift weights. Yeah. You don't see the results your second day. You feel me? Your third day. You got to keep putting on because you build yourself up. You know what I mean? You got to build up in the spirit. That way you can fight off demons and you will see them coming, like, you know what I mean? Because it all starts in the mind. Sin starts in the mind. You think about it first, like, and then you either give in to it or you don't.
It says that in James, the first chapter.
Go ahead. Grab it on.
And that's why the scripture says in 2 Corinthians that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. All right, this is gonna be a spiritual battle, man, that we're getting prepared for right now. And what is Esau gonna do? He's gonna throw all the carnal shit at you. You know what I'm saying? To get you to forget about YAHWASHI. You know what I'm saying? And focus on fulfilling the lust of the flesh, man.
That's right. And the scripture also says in Ephesians 6. Go ahead, Hawk, go ahead.
Go ahead. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
And that's the point right there. That's what you're fighting against. You know what I'm saying? It's like the brother said, it happened in your mind first, but it doesn't happen in the spiritual realm first. You know what I'm saying? Before you be tested with it. You know, the spirit's at work. You know what I'm saying? Because it lets you know, the scripture tell you like what's good, that it's so evil somewhere present, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We gathered in the name of YAHWASHI, but it's still wickedness around. You know what I'm saying? Trying to deceive you is weak. We done departed from the ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? So now we are prey. Why? To those evil spirits. You know what I'm saying?
We're each our individual Job, man.
That's right, cousin.
And the Lord is allowing Satan to test us. You know what I'm saying? To prove and this is our fiery furnace right now, man.
That's right.
You know.
But go ahead. I'll go ahead.
It says, "Therefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand."
That's right,
and that's beautiful because Paul parallels carnal weapons with the spiritual aspect that we apply. So what is it? The sword of the spirit, right? The helmet of salvation. Yeah. You know, all these things are you got the carnal part and you have the spiritual part, and Paul is telling us, you know, to use the spiritual aspect of these carnal things, man.
That's right.
You know,
scripture also tell you what, put on as the elect. You know what I'm saying? So it's the way you're supposed to be. It's the way you're supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? But this is James chapter 1, and this is verse 12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endures temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him." It says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither he tempted any man." It says, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed."
Of his what? Of his own lust.
Of his own lust.
Every man. What the scripture says that about the things that are accomplished by our brother in the world, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? So we all go through the same things, man. You know, so we're fighting the same battle. Yep. Kind. I believe that's it. Yeah, kind. You got it. Right?
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Literally. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Those spirits is like, yeah, they done, it's like when YAHWASHI fasted 40 days, 40 nights. You know what I'm saying? Satan departed for a season, letting you know he'll be back. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna come back. But it's the same thing when brothers come into this thing. Yeah, those spirits might leave, but they gonna come back just to see if you still doing what you were doing when they left. Right. To see if you still holding on, to see if you still occupied in the Lord, or you getting your ass whooped and you giving up. You know what I'm saying? Or you tired and you feeling weak. They like, yeah, this our time to get him right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't look like he is strong. You feel what I'm saying? Like he ready to give up. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead.
When you don't depart from evil, then you make yourself a prey to the Lord.
That's right.
So would you rather be a prey to the world and the spiritual demon and Satan, or a prey to the Lord who controls all that shit?
Come.
And then also in Job 28, it says the work of evil is understanding.
Yeah, come.
You got to continue to abstain from certain things in order to show you how much you're outside of the series about serving.
That's right. It says, if I'm bringing James chapter 1, verse 14 back again. It says, "But every man," matter of fact, I'm going to read it in the NLT, 14 and 15. It says, "Temptations come from our own desires, which entice us and drag us away." It says, "These desires give birth to sinful actions. And when sin is allowed to grow, it gives birth to death." And it's just like what the brother was talking about a while ago. All the stuff that they put in the media, all the stuff they put in these movies, all these different outlets for you to see, to suck you in, to come try this, to make it enticing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm going to go try this. Now you get a taste of it. Now you like, shit, that shit was all right. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, I'm going to go back and do that again. You know what I'm saying? And now it's again and again and again and again. And now you going down. Now you chasing the rabbit down the rabbit hole. And it's only to your destruction.
That's the difference between men of the Lord and people in the world. We can watch shit and not be enticed by it and be all bugged out. But a person in the world will be bugged out and as they hear or see some shit, now they going off. You feel me?
Well, the scripture say that when you turn away from wickedness, that if you go back to it, it'll be something more stronger than the first one, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we continue to abstain from these fleshly lusts and continue to walk in the spirit the best we can, man. You know?
It reminds me of the pages. And the spirit try to do that shit with his fingers into change to age.
Yeah.
Basically what it is, I think the spirit try to do it.
I got a quick one. This Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So you're not supposed to be conformed to this world or the ways of this world. The brother pointed it earlier, love not the world, nor the things of the world, because all that's in the world is like death and that, all this shit vanity, man. Pretty women, cars, drugs, money, all that shit is worthless, man. We about to enter into Jacob's trouble, man. What the hell is a pretty woman, a fine car, millions of dollars? That shit ain't gonna do nothing for you, man.
It's a temporary world, man. You have some more in Ephesians 6, bring it back verse 13. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. It says, standing therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Right, so ultimately, this is how you achieve that stability you mentioned earlier. You know, ultimately, it's how you don't feel those lusts of the flesh. That's how you don't get consumed, man. Like verse 22, those are there's a lot of temptation around, man. Right. You say you come to the world with dependence on temptation. You know, ultimately, it's a bunch of alluring spirits. There's a bunch of evil energy all around us. That was just the evil kingdom, man. Present evil world, scriptures for. So, you know, it's you got to build one as a man. You got to prepare yourself before that battle, man.
I got this is the book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. So the things that we're going through now is just a test. It's just a free run for the things that we're about to come into, man. Because them temptations is gonna get more and more realer, man. You know, it says, I like the scripture say, thou hast not strived unto death. You know, resisting the flesh, man. You know, we might have to die for this thing, man. You know.
Hey, these are low level temptations right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the ultimate temptation is gonna be that tiny technology, man. You know, because women ain't shit, but what's around? A whole bunch of women. You know, your job ain't shit. Your Hellcat ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? All these things is put here as a temptation to us first to want it. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is gonna keep us from that time, man. You know.
That's why the scripture say, you know, give me sufficient for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the amount of breakdowns that you can receive, the amount of the time that the Lord can allow you to put into this thing, the amount of money or food that we get. You know what I mean? That's all of the Lord, man. That's all of the Lord. But he's once again, he's prepping the elect. You know what I mean? For the time that they come, that we come into, so that they can deliver. You know what I mean? Just like you know, a woman's deliverance, you know, giving birth. You know, people, the scriptures talk about that. Growth pains, you know, but
we can say that. Okay, go with yourself.
First John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
So it's that simple, man. If you love this world, if you love Babylon and great, everything this place is about, we use and death when it's gets sick, especially certainly really. All the things that Babylon and great is all about. You know, all the things that are anti-Messiah, man, the love of HALALYAM on Sunday night, you know, we don't perish from this place. You know? So the Lord one is edifying, man. With that, we give all praise, God, and glory to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawah.
Hey, double honors to Elder Apostle J. Millstone, and our Shalom, the Hope Elect, and the Bible Born.
Bob the Ball.
Boom.